wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fossil from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Fruitopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
Joe Dooley. How much time do you give yourself and give your players an opportunity to enjoy it before you start looking at UCF?
For us, it's 24 minutes. We've got, quick turnaround. Obviously, we had to do some stuff for UCF yesterday. We'll practice for UCF today again, then play tomorrow. These games come really quickly. We already had pre-scouted, obviously, Central Florida. We ended up watching Central Florida, South Florida that night. What you do is you take some of the things we did wrong against Memphis, try to clean those up on Sunday, and also give them a little preview of who we're playing in Central Florida on Tuesday.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
There's local politics, bud.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
Do we not agree? Sustained effort and violence.
It could be a total goat rodeo.
Cool, neat story.
Was that supposed to be funny?
This is why nobody else can get on the Sug boat.
You know what? We couldn't get on the Sug boat.
It's a test.
What's the point of kissing his ass if we can't get on the Sug boat?
It's a test. Y'all are haters and non-believers.
Sug. Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hello, and welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Clip Brock here with you. Shirley Rhodes is here. CJ Schaefer here. Chandler Honeycutt to my left, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. And you can watch the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube. I will be checking those feeds for questions and comments throughout today's program. And today is a Facebook Live day. We're going to bring back the raffle. So Pirate Nation is down. I am down. Chandler's down. But we're going to lift the spirits of at least one of our listeners and viewers today, because we're going to bring it back for the second straight Wednesday. Here's all you have to do. Head over to Facebook. Find our Facebook Live feed that we're on today, video. in the comment column. You type in a number between 1 and 100. That will be your number. And then in hour 3, when Bryce Williams is here, we will pull up our random number generator and pull the number. And if you are closest to the pin, you will win a prize. And surely that prize today is...
If I can turn my microphone on, shrimp taco lunch from Chico's.
Shrimp taco lunch from Chico's. Could be yours if your number is correct. All right,
Just make sure that you have not won this month. If you have already won this month, you are not eligible.
You are not eligible to win. CJ, could you do me a favor and grab one of those sheets of paper in that box over there? So I can start jotting down these numbers. We've already got Steve in with 77. Jonathan has 46. Kevin Johnson has 69. And Josh Thomas with 37. So if you will share this feed, type in your number, you are eligible to win our Shrimp Taco prize coming up in hour number 3 of today's program. Jonathan says the prize is you get to be the Panthers offensive coordinator next season.
Perfect.
Was that a pun?
Not really. Wasn't intended to be, but
CJ, well, yeah, it should have gone through that door. But hey, either one works. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Good job, CJ. All right, so I will keep a tally of the numbers. Shirley, if you could help me with that, I would really, really appreciate it. And get your numbers in now. Once again, just hop in the Facebook Live feed that we're on today. Share the video feed. Jot down a number, and that number will be yours when we have our drawing coming up in hour number 3. All right, coming up on today's show, we've got the voice Jeff Charles. He was there on the call. He was there like 4 people over from us last night.
Came over and said, hey.
Came over. Jeff Charles, I forgot about this.
Should we use the term that he said?
Can we say it on the radio?
I guess.
I mean, we might have to bleep this. Jeff Charles, before the game last night, walked over to Chandler and I on the courtside nosebleeds, row 2 of courtside, and said, I want to get his exact quote right. I guess I'll paraphrase it.
He came over very perplexed. Like he looked confused.
He said, who in the heck let you 2 jabronis down here?
Jabronis.
Jeff Charles called us jabronis to our face. And you know what we did? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. You took it.
We cowered down. And
I was more in shock that he called us jabronis.
I mean,
we'll talk to that jabroni today.
You calling Jeff Charles a jabroni?
He called us that. Why can't we call him that?
Chandler, be honest. 10 years ago, a young Chandler Honeycutt, if I'd have told you that 10 years from now, Jeff Charles is going to call you a jabroni on the second row at Minji's Coliseum, that'd have made your year.
I mean, and sitting beside Clip Rock on the sports side.
Does life get any better?
I knew of you 10 years ago when I was a young pup.
Does life get any better than that?
Not really.
So we were 2 of the many jabronis in Minji's
Was that a term used by The Rock?
Yes,
it was.
All right, I thought so.
I want to say, not only did he make it famous, he may have. I don't know if he created it. He certainly brought it in the mainstream. I never heard the term jabroni before The Rock. CJ, your thoughts?
Well, whether he made it or whether he created it or not, it sure is famous because of him, I'd have to say.
While we're talking wrestling terms and things, I would like to let you young guys know, because I had to Steve Hill says that Iron Sheik coined the phrase.
That would explain why he still tweets.
Now, I know he uses it often, early and often these days. Interesting. But The Rock definitely brought it to the mainstream.
Yeah.
I've had a conversation with about this before with a younger wrestling fan. DX did not invent the crotch chop. That was, at least in American wrestling, the NWO was the first to use the crotch chop.
Okay.
And I'm looking at you, CJ, because you're a young wrestling fan. I think that might be a misnomer among young wrestling fans.
Well, I think another thing that I think, WWE likes, making revisionist history. History is written by the winners,
Mm-hmm.
So they talk a lot about how important DX was to, taking over the ratings in WCW and all that. And as far as I know, that doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be as serious as they make it out to be. More so, like Stone Cold, The Rock, even Triple H when he went off on his own. More of those guys rather than DX.
Yeah, it's and by the way, we're going to try to go all 3 hours without talking about the basketball game last night.
Okay.
That is
what basketball game?
That is perfectly fine with me.
7
Somebody
minutes.
played?
7 minutes in, we're doing a pretty good job of it right now. No, we got to get to it. Yeah, coming up, Jeff Charles called us jabronis last night and then called the collapse in Minji's Coliseum. We will talk to him coming up at 4 o'clock. We will switch gears, talk to DJ Ford. DJ took part in the Hula Bowl on Saturday. We'll talk about his very brief but productive time at East Carolina and what is next for him. So DJ Ford, former Pirate safety, joins us at 4 o'clock. My co-host on the U.S. Sailor Fifth Quarter Call-In Show, Billy Weaver, joins us in the 4 o'clock hour. He was there last night. We'll talk about that and NFL playoffs. And Bryce Williams joins us coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. We'll talk NFL playoffs, and we'll have our raffle winner coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. Former Pirate great Corey Scott is in with the number 33. Scott has 12. John has 39. 37 for Josh. 69 for Kevin. 46 for Jonathan Fields. And Steve Hill has 77. If you want to jump in, all you have to do, share our video feed for today's show on Facebook Live and type in your number. If you are closest to the pin, you will win a shrimp taco lunch to Chico's. All right, let's see what people are saying. Robert Matthews says Skipper. Steve Hill says Captain Clipper. Josh says tough loss last night. Sugboat will be back sailing the high seas soon enough. Go damn Pirates. Man. Shirley, I guess.
Do we need to get to it?
Well, let's hit the Sugboat. Hit the Sug. Hit the song. I mean, Brandon Suggs was playing a great game.
Sug.
That's what really hurts is he was playing a great game and then goes out with an injury and things changed.
That seemed to be the turning point, right?
It did. There was 2 turning points in the game last night. There was that, and there was when the guy, Walker, freaked out on his own team on the sidelines.
And they sat him down for a couple minutes.
Now, usually when a player is, and I was told by somebody on the first row, they had a much better vantage point than I did on the second row last night. It's like a world of difference. Said that he was good, like him and an assistant coach got into it.
That's what I heard as well. I didn't look until I saw.
I heard a chair.
Yeah, I heard a little like clank, and then I heard a bunch of students start going crazy.
And then Captain Chris Sutton was standing there, arms folded, with his foot on a chair, looking like the chairman La Parka over there, to use a wrestling term. Usually when a guy's going after his assistant coach and his teammates, that does not equate a comeback victory.
No.
Right.
That's usually a complete, total meltdown.
Somehow it lit a fire.
As that was happening, I was like, this is perfect. The Pirates were whooping ass. I mean, we've got them in a tizzy on their own sideline. I saw people on Twitter, like UCF Twitter, saying Johnny Dawkins has lost the team. I'm like, all right, we're in a good position here. We're up 15 to 20 points. Hey, I mean, they're over there fighting with their own coaches.
Who knew?
This is perfect.
That's what you needed to galvanize a team. Antonio Brown running off without a shirt is going to lead to a Bucs Super Bowl run. This guy fighting his assistant coach is going to lead to UCF turning their whole season around. If we're East Carolina right now, do we want Brandon Johnson squaring up against Antoine Jackson next game?
Hey, why not? But now I don't think Brandon Johnson would be the guy, because when we had Antoine Jackson on, he had a lot of praise. Oh yeah, that was funny last night. Brandon Johnson.
We were having the time of our lives. Brandon Johnson was scoring. He was taunting. I'm surprised he didn't get a technical. He kept scoring
did it 2
on the
times
guy
in a row.
and pointing at him, running down the court. Yep. And me and Chandler pointing.
Every time he make a basket, me and Cliff were like pointing at Brandon Johnson,
looking like a hog in mud or whatever the term is.
How many minutes did Brandon Johnson play last night? Because it didn't seem like it was enough.
Johnson had 16 minutes.
Thank you. I think it should have been more.
How many points did he have?
He had
10 or 12. Yeah, 10 at the half. And
he
then
finished
not
with 10
another-
points, 8 rebounds.
In 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even think of that, CJ. Good observation. Ah, boy. It was, man, leaving that arena last night. One of the more
It was brutal.
sickening feelings I've
tell
had.
you what, it was a complete turnaround, obviously, from Saturday.
Yeah.
Leaving the stadium.
Well, we're trying to figure out, is ECU a first half team or a second half team?
It's been mixed.
We still don't know.
It's been mixed all season long.
Not to toot my own sug boat, but sug. Yesterday on the show, I said ECU first half, and I also said UCF wins the game.
You did say that.
I did say those
You
two.
did.
I did.
Because I remember at halftime thinking, this idiot took UCF.
I did take UCF. I also suggested everyone take ECU first half. So hopefully you are a double winner in last night's major loss. I still say I would rather lose by 50 than lose the
Like
way
that?
they lost last night.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that
To have it right there.
you had it. I don't know about pinned in, maybe pinned, but definitely penciled in to
Oh,
W.
absolutely.
2 straight wins at home.
Penciled it in, and the pencil didn't have an eraser, and the eraser we did have, we threw it away. How about that?
And not only does it hurt because we gave up a 20-point lead, but it was a chance for the Pirates to win a game. Not just win, but we were up 20 in the first half, in the second half, and have a chance to win back-to-back games against two pretty good teams here in this league.
Yep.
And prove the haters wrong that ECU basketball can be consistent and can win consistently.
Prove the haters wrong. Rohan says ECU basketball, not a first half team, not a second half team. We're a one half team. Who knows which half we're going to show up
Or
for.
just a half.
Yeah. That's frustrating, man. Now we know how Memphis felt the other night, but sitting there watching that, I thought about it like, to be there witnessing every single millisecond of the collapse is excruciating. I can't imagine. And to use an ECU historical moment for it, like if you were at the bowl game against Marshall and you had that huge lead and they come back. But I thought about the Falcons blowing it to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, being in that building.
But this is worse than that.
And watching your team lose a Super Bowl that you're up 27-3, 28-3, is that what it was?
Yeah.
And to just sit and you kind of, I never thought that UCF was going to win the game. And then Perry, I got to give that dude a lot of credit, that Perry guy. He kept his mannerisms the same the entire game. Mm-hmm. And I thought when they were down by 15 and he was acting the way he was, he didn't care. But turns out he is just cool, calm, collected, and had the exact same temperament the entire game, including when he hit the game-tying 3 at the end of regulation.
Right.
Credit to him, credit to UCF, but damn.
I think a lot of the problem, which I think we already touched on, Brandon Suggs went out, and everything just kind of went south from there. Not just the loss of Brandon Suggs; it seemed to hurt the offense a lot. Not just because they were putting pressure on us with the full court press. We couldn't figure it out, and we got across half court with 20 seconds to go, passing the ball around the perimeter until you get to 6-7 seconds, and somebody like Tristan or Tremont, they're running around trying to play iso ball, and you can't win a game like that. You can't go 10 plus minutes in the second half, up 15, trying to just run out the clock. That's not how that works.
Yeah, Darius Johnson, number 0 for UCF last night. He got hot. He was 4 from 6 from the 3-point land.
Right.
I think maybe all 4 of those 3-pointers came in the second half. I remember he would just kind of pull up and just knock it down. And
Mahan hit a lot of late ones too.
Yeah, so and they got hot at the right time, and before you know it, they tied the ball game up. We're going to overtime, and never really had. I didn't like our chances in overtime. And
no, we had no momentum heading into the overtime.
Yeah,
I already kind of felt the loss as soon as the clock hit 0 in regulation.
A lot of offensive boards we gave up down the stretch too. Which leads me to wonder, where was Brandon Johnson? Where was Luigi DeBow, who finished with the highest plus-minus of the game last night, a plus 17?
They outscored us on the boards offensively. They had 10, we had 7.
Yep.
So,
Shirley, let's hear Dooley's opening comments after the meltdown in Minji's.
Really disappointing. I mean, that's about the summation of what you could say. And I got to give Central for great credit for coming back and being a little bit resilient. And we've got to coach them better to finish out games when you get a lead, on how to make sure you get some stops and make sure that we value possessions. We turned it over way too much. We hadn't done that much this year, and that's a hard one to swallow.
That it is. And again, you're about to go, hey, we don't have to say we're undefeated at home anymore if you think that was a jinx, Chandler.
No more jinxing. Yeah.
I really thought I looked like an idiot in the first half, the way the Pirates came out. And credit to the crowd. I mean,
great crowd. Credit to Zach and the Minji's Maniacs crew. Did a great job.
Yeah. Lower Bowl was filled again. And, man, I think the rowdiest it was is when, was it Davis? Who was the guy for UCF with the antics on the
Walker.
side? Yeah,
CJ Walker.
They were giving him just absolute hell, and I just thought all the momentum was on our side at that point. And I mean, for that to be one of the turning points, or you could point out it as one of the turning points.
I can't believe he came back in the game, and he did, and he played pretty well. He missed some free throws, which we were doing Hack-a-Walker at that point.
Yeah. Other than that, it's pretty surprisingly stayed pretty steady offensively.
Man. Pirates lose it last night. Let's go cut three, Shirley. Did Brandon Suggs' injury take some of the energy, some of the air out of the team?
It did, but I mean, when you're up 66-50 and 9.5 minutes left, you've got to be able to sustain that. I mean, RJ had a good game, and we plugged him there. Now we were a little short on the perimeter, but that's part of it. We got to guard. You can't go up that many points in the second half in your building.
How about? Oh, go ahead, CJ.
I was going to say the weird thing is he said they struggled guarding the perimeter, which is true. They hit a lot of threes coming down the stretch, but to some degree, what are you supposed to do when they pull up from 27, 28, 29 feet and they're just hitting it? I mean, at some point you catch a hot streak and there's not too much you can do but watch.
Joe Dooley cut two. Shirley, was UCF red hot from three, or did ECU guard it poorly? Here's what he said about the threes.
They were 2 for 20 against South Florida the other day, and statistically, you're playing the numbers, and I didn't think we did a great job of contesting. They also hit a couple. Johnson hit a couple from real deep range. Mahan statistically is a great shooter, but I think a lot of it's attributed. They saw the ball going through the basket. Our defensive closeouts weren't like they need, so I think it was a combination of both, probably.
Yeah, even early in the game, UCF was taking threes that were like a high degree of difficulty.
Yeah.
The way they shoot is even strange. Like, it's a very quick release, and it's not super true form, Ray Allen.
A lot of them did that similarly too. It wasn't just one or two guys.
I know. Yeah. It was like they were taught to have a quick trigger. I don't know.
They had the formation where they throw it up and kind of just start jogging back they got it. I saw a lot of that last night, and it would just
they were missing early, and then late everything was dropping. And they had a lot of open ones, and like CJ said, they had some that they just took way beyond the 3-point line. If you stretch your defense out that far, you're going to give up layups. Right. So,
can that be it?
Well, I mean, we got Jeff Charles, Billy Weaver, a lot more of it coming up. What else do you want to talk about?
That's a good question.
Bills, Chiefs.
Carolina Panthers offensive coordinator search.
All right. Chandler, you want Pep Hamilton. How's that going?
Yeah, not good. Declined the offer yesterday.
Wait, you have a guy.
Not the offer, but the offer to interview. He doesn't even want to interview with us.
Oh, no.
He doesn't even want to be asked the job.
What is he, like a West Coast guy or something from California?
Yeah. Well, no, he's from Charlotte. He's from the Charlotte area.
I know. That makes it even funnier.
Yeah. Wow. But what does that tell you, though?
I mean, if you want to see, you're on this thing right now, and maybe you're right, where everything is Matt Rule sucks. So if you want to look at it that way, it's that I don't want to be a part of this fading franchise. Well, maybe it means I don't want to coach these quarterbacks they have and this whole situation. I think it would be a lot of fun to be the offensive coordinator with Christian McCaffrey on your side.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, it's just we're scraping the bottom of the barrel with these guys. I mean, we're talking about Scotty Montgomery being a part of this list.
I have a. What did I tell you yesterday? I think I said it off the air, right?
What?
That I have a unpopular opinion that I don't think McAdoo or Gruden would be bad hires as offensive coordinators. I like Jay Gruden. We had some cool plays with Washington. We ran the screenplay better than anybody in the NFL. And just as a head coach, I was not a huge fan of Jay Gruden, and I think a lot of people would say the same about Ben McAdoo.
I know Ben McAdoo is the head coach of the Giants. I don't really remember him as an offensive coordinator. I'd have to go back and look at some of the production he had as the offensive coordinator for the Giants. I know that I guess it was the year that we went to the Super Bowl. We went to New York and played the Giants, and that was the game that Josh Norman and Odell Beckham Jr. kind of went at it the whole game. I'm pretty sure they had a pretty good year that year offensively when it comes to production. Because I do think Coughlin was still there as the head coach. But, yeah, I'd have to go back and see. But, I mean, you seem to think, and you would know, because Jay Gruden was a part of your Washington football team, Redskins at the time, and Ben McAdoo was in the division with the Giants. So, that coming from you, I'd have to take a look and maybe consider. But
I mean, who really knows? I mean, they're both recycled guys, or do you want to bring in a first timer? You know, it's a crapshoot, man.
I'd much rather have some experience.
Yeah, I think so too.
So,
Susan says #fire Matt Rule. One thing I am a little. I feel bad for you Panthers fans. This is going to be a whole nother offseason of this and a whole nother season of this. Like, you guys. Matt Rule can do no right in your eyes, and he's still there. And it's just rinse and repeat every day. Fire Matt Rule.
Yeah, I mean,
get him out of there.
And my prediction is, looking into the future, looking into the crystal ball, is that halfway through the season, we'll do exactly what we did a few years ago with Ron Rivera. He's out. We'll have to go to the interim route, whoever that may be. I don't even know who on the staff would step up. I guess maybe Phil Snow. I don't know. But I could see that happening again and having to start a search for a head coach in the middle of the season, with no hopes of a playoff berth or anything like that. So,
how about Luke Fickell?
No.
Okay. You don't.
I'm not going to college route again. I mean, I don't want to. It's all up to Scott Fitter, Dave Tepper, who doesn't even want to show his face right now. This guy doesn't even want to. He's got a soccer team about to debut, and he doesn't even want to go up to a podium to talk about the soccer team that he owns.
You know what sucks? Everybody, like all the Panthers fans, are not going to get on board with the soccer team because the Panthers are bad. They're going to take it out on the soccer team.
Yeah, we don't want to support that soccer team.
I think it's cool.
Well, why not?
Have an MLS team in North Carolina.
Because the Panthers suck. But that has nothing to do with it. I don't care.
How about Nick Saban?
Nah, man, he's already had his chance. He's already had his chance. 15-17 with the Dolphins. He's got a great thing going, obviously, with the Crimson Tide down in Alabama.
He's got a pretty good thing going.
Yeah, so, nah, I'm good.
All right. I like this. You're set in your ways. You don't want a college guy. I just offered you the best college coach in the history of football, and you said no. You want to go the NFL route with your next hire.
Would you consider Urban Meyer one of the greatest head coaches of college football history?
One of the, if you made a list, he'd probably be up there.
Yeah, not the, one of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
How about Jim Harbaugh?
Oh, hell yeah.
Because he has had success.
Took the 49ers to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's different.
He's got head coaching experience in the National Football League. He's done pretty good at Michigan.
I can't believe we blew a 20-point lead last night.
I know.
I'm trying to disguise it with other topics and stuff.
It's just a big day of depression.
Yeah. And you know what? We're in it together. So
this looms large.
Live it with us, folks.
But I tell you what, you did say, and I agree with you, I'd rather lose by 50 points and get our ass whooped.
Than have a game that you penciled in as a W.
Exactly. But you got to look at the potential there was in the first half, the way the Pirates were producing points, getting buckets, making rebounds.
Getting rebounds.
Shooting
rebounds. Scoring rebounds.
Shooting assists.
So, I mean, the potential's there. And
hey, we know basketball.
And R.J. Felton just plays with fire, doesn't he? He just gets very low.
R.J. Felton, every time he gets the ball, If you are like 7 foot tall, you won't be able to see him because dude gets low. I love RJ Felton. He had 2 opportunities, I thought, Chandler, last night to get breakaways. That's all I really go to Minji's for, is to see a RJ Felton breakaway, just to see what he pulls out of his bag of tricks.
Mini Russell Westbrook, basically.
Good grief, man. I just want to see him get loose one time.
I love the physicality of Alonzo Frink, sitting almost courtside.
Almost.
He's a big dude.
He's a bully.
He is. And we got a good look at his sleeve.
Arm sleeve.
Nice tat sleeve.
Yeah.
We had so much fun until we didn't, Chandler. Thank you for taking me to the game.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. I'm sure I'll be offered again. Would you be down to go?
No, I can't sit there again. We saw what happened. I'm back in.
That was a lot of fun, though, Clip Brock. The first
I know.
half
We'll take somebody else.
I know. But what I'm saying is the first half was just so much fun.
Maybe I'll go for the first half. Yeah.
And, we were planning on doing our 3-point celebration.
Oh, man.
And that's when everything went to absolute hell.
When we started pre-planning our celebrations.
Hey, whenever we hit a 3, I want you to run down there and we're going to meet.
ECU basketball had a bit. First of all, ECU Twitter is using the Sug boat now.
Shout out.
Hashtag influencers. They had a video of Brandon Johnson's dunk and he points and he's running down the court and you see us pointing.
Yeah, I did see that.
We were into it.
We were having a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
Well, there was no reason not to be into it. It was great.
So anyway, let's take a break. We'll come back. Jeff Charles.
Thank God.
Jeff Charles will talk about.
Having a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
Well, there was no reason not to be into it.
Yeah. We sound good.
We do sound good.
Got to give us credit. We sound pretty good.
So you're going to talk to that jabroni after the break?
New feud: Chandler v. Charles. Honeycutt v. Charles.
Nah, don't get that twisted. I love me some Jeff Charles.
Cool word, twisted there.
Shawn Michaels.
I'm with Marty Jannetty too. I'm hip.
Hello, fellow kids.
Cool, neat story.
If you want to be a part of our Pirate Radio raffle, get in right now. Head over to Facebook Live where our video is on today. Share it and type in a number between 1 and 100, and we'll have a drawing coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. You can win a free shrimp taco lunch to Chico's. Steve, Jonathan F., Kevin, Josh, John, Scott, and Corey are already in. Type in your number now. You could be a winner in hour number 3. We'll be back with you after this.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number one.
This is Dr. Chris Hasty with Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. For more than 35 years, we've been taking care of the student athletes at East Carolina University. We are happy to receive the designation of official team physicians from the university. Whether you need assistance with a sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, my colleagues and I are here to help. For more information, please contact us at 757-2663 or visit our website at orthoeast.com.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
If you love the food at Villa Verde, and hey, who doesn't? Now Villa Verde makes it even easier for you to order takeout. Tell us about it, Jay.
If you go to myvillaverde.com, you can order online, and we'll have it ready for you to go. Plus, you can pick it up at either one of our locations. No waiting in line to pay, and no waiting at all. Just pick it up and go. With online ordering from myvillaverde.com or from our mobile app, plus even from our Facebook page. Villa Verde, with 2 Greenville locations to serve you. Villa Verde, a platform for good.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is A.J. McMurphy's. They have daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio perfect for some outdoor dining. There's something for everyone at AJ's every weeknight, including sports trivia with our very own Clip Rock on Wednesday nights. AJ's has live music every Friday and Saturday with no cover, and brunch every Sunday. Make today an AJ's day. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
All right, I got the questions ready to go for tonight. We're going to soldier through, have a fun night, watch some hoops at AJ McMurphy's tonight. Maybe some hockey. What else is on? Hornets.
Well, the women
Hornets.
I was going to say, the ECU women play tonight.
Let's see. All right, what time do the women play?
Tip-off is at 6.
Let's see. Hornets on ESPN tonight.
No, that's not good. God.
Can they get over the hump, though, Clip Brock?
No. But we'll have fun playing sports trivia.
That's one way to cheer me up.
I got some good questions coming up tonight.
Great.
Are you sure? Let's see.
Preguntas bueno coming up tonight at 8 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
So get ready for it. We'll have fun. By the way, I'm getting over this ECU basketball loss. If people could stop sending me the picture of Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, and Sean McVay in their Washington shirts. I've got that via Twitter and text today. I'm well aware that they all were on the Redskins staff years ago and do not need to see that. So stop sending it to me.
Stop it.
Thank you.
Stop.
Stephen Igo, habitual non-Brandon Suggs believer, sent me a text that said, when is the last time Pirate Nation was this depressed after a hoops loss? This might top the list.
Yep. Well, if we could flip it this way, would you rather everybody just not care, or would you rather them?
I'd rather everybody care.
Yeah. So at least we have that.
Yeah.
At least we have a big group of people now who care about the team, believe in the team.
People want to care. People want to see a winner. And look, listen. Last night was a fun Tuesday night in Greenville, North Carolina. You can't deny that. The ending and leaving that arena you felt like you lost your dog. But the previous 2 hours were a lot of fun, so don't stop coming just because they lost last night. Let's keep having fun in Minges. Credit to, again, the Maniacs. Credit to our brethren courtside. They were. I like to see the old folks getting into it the way they were last night. It was fun, man. We just couldn't close the deal. All right, let's talk to somebody who was courtside last night, who called us jabronis before the game. He is the voice, Jeff Charles, joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Jeff, how you doing today?
Clip, I'm doing great. It was a disappointing night last night, obviously, for the Pirates. You're up 20 points in the second half, and you have to find a way to win that one at home, and it just was not in the cards. And give UCF a lot of credit. I mean, they continued to hang around, and then they got red hot from the three-point line. You know what was so ironic about that, Clip, is in the previous game against USF, they were 2 of 20 from three, and then last night they burned it up from three, especially in the second half, and also, of course, in the overtime period. So, yeah, it was a disappointing loss, but I'm still very optimistic. I still like this team a lot. Now, they've got this tough schedule, and you and I talked about that last week. January, brutal as far as the schedule is concerned, and now they've got to go to Houston. Then they have to turn right back around and go to Memphis, and then they have Cincinnati at home a week from Sunday. So the schedule makers in the AAC didn't do the Pirates any favors in this first month of conference play, but you got to play them as soon as they schedule them. You got to line up and you got to play, and the guys will come out and I know give a great effort Saturday at Houston.
Yeah, it was just a sickening feeling leaving Minges Coliseum last night, Jeff. The Pirates had one where you kind of penciled in as a win, but you can never do that. And East Carolina maybe won one they quote unquote shouldn't have against Memphis, coming back from 19, and then last night they're on the other side up 20 and end up losing it to UCF. And a great crowd last night, Jeff, and unfortunately myself and everyone else left home upset. That was a fun night in Minges until that final the overtime and the 5 minutes leading up to that. But again, I agree with you. Give UCF credit. It looked like they had a lot of opportunities to kind of shut it down, but I was impressed with a lot of their guys, including Perry. And I didn't think he had a great night, but he finished with 19 points, 4 of 6 from 3. But you had some guys on their side, Jeff Walker in particular, who looked like they were starting to melt down. And I don't know, Perry seems to have a calming influence on these guys at that point guard position. And they, I guess, like their coach, Johnny Dawkins, seemed pretty cool down the stretch. A lot like East Carolina, never looked like they were out of the game against Memphis. UCF kind of played that game as if they thought they were never out of it, no matter the score.
I think so, too, Clip. They weren't very good at all in the first half, and give ECU a lot of credit for that, and they played very poorly at USF. I was really surprised when I saw that score from Tampa last Saturday. I don't know what happened to them. They got beat by 24 down there at the Yuengling Center, and then came back and played a bad first half against the Pirates. But I'll tell you what, give them credit. They came on in the second half, and they really started to make shots, and in today's world, when the three-point goal is just so much a part of college and pro basketball, these 20-point leads can melt down in a hurry. You get a couple of guys hot, and they start knocking down threes, and the next thing you know, you're in a dogfight. And that's what happened last night. You mentioned Darius Perry. He's one of the best point guards in the American. This is a kid that started 26 games at the University of Louisville his last year there. He was a starter. He was a key contributor. And they've got a bunch of guys like that, Clip, on this team. Brandon Mahan, who took over in the overtime period. He's a transfer from Texas A&M. The big guy, Jong, inside, started 3 years at UNLV. He's a really good player, too, a shot blocker, and we can see how he dunks the basketball. We saw that last night. And so they've got guys like that on this roster, and they've done a good job with the transfer portal, and they've done a good job of keeping guys as well. There were a couple of guys. Mahan is one of them. They thought he was going to transfer out at the end of the year. He decided to come back. Isaiah Adams, another contributor on that team that played last night, thought he was going to transfer, and then Johnny Dawkins got him to come back and play. So it's a good team with good talent. We've seen that now down through the years. When we talk about the powerhouse teams in the American, it's always Houston, Memphis, and most years it's Cincinnati, and then UCF is kind of in that next level. But I'll tell you what, on a given night, they can line up and they can play with anybody in this league, and Johnny Dawkins is a good coach, and there's a reason, Clip, they've beaten the Pirates now 13 times in a row. I don't like to say that, but that is the facts, and those are the records. And East Carolina's had a devil of a time playing against UCF. They haven't beaten them now in 7 years.
Houston next on the docket. Not the game you won after this one, but that's what's coming up next for the Pirates. East Carolina will be back home at the end of the month, January 30th, against Cincinnati. So, yeah, it is a tough stretch coming up, a road trip to Memphis in between that. Tough stretch coming up for these East Carolina Pirates. Jeff Charles joining us today on the Pirate Radio Live line. And, Jeff, in the NBA, you see a team go up 20, 24 points in the first half, and you don't even have to blink in the second half. That other team has come back and tied the game. You always see these big swings in the NBA, not as much in college basketball. Teams always make a run, but when it gets to 19-20, you kind of figure the game's about over, but not so fast now. And I guess it's, the prevalence of a three-point shot, the shot clock now at 30, which is closer to the NBA's 24. So I guess you are seeing more and more of these comebacks, but it's something that always happens in the NBA, and now we've seen it the last two games here with East Carolina. It's just been kind of shocking.
Yeah, it is, Clip, and sometimes you're on the right side of them, like the Pirates were in the great win they had over Memphis, and sometimes you're on the wrong side of them. That happened last night. There was actually a 29-point swing in that game last night.
Yeah.
The Pirates were up 20, and then they were down 9. So that's a 29-point swing, and if you've got guys, as I mentioned before, who can knock down threes, you can get back in a game in a hurry. And it seems like when a team starts knocking down threes and they start to make that run, then they play a lot harder on the defensive end. And then the team that's had the big lead starts to press a little bit. We saw that, I think, with the Pirates last night. Another very disappointing stat last night was ECU turned the ball over 22 times. Well, it's hard to win games when you're turning the ball over like that. And I know Joe was certainly very disappointed in that stat, along with some other ones. But East Carolina, like a lot of teams, Clip, they go through these lulls in games in which they just don't score very much. We saw that again last night, and that drought happened late in the second half. Not when you want it to happen, but it did. And it's college basketball. It's tough to figure out. Johnny Dawkins, I'm sure, was scratching his head after the loss that they had at Tampa, and probably at halftime they must have had a come-to-Jesus meeting or something, because they were not playing well at all in the first half. And we just talked about Perry, and how about Perry at the end of the first half at a point-blank layup?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody around him, and he missed it. I thought, oh, my goodness, this just is not UCF's night. And then they come back and they play a lot better in the second half. So it's a strange game to figure out. It's college basketball. And, of course, last year the Pirates beat Houston. Who would have ever thought that would happen? And now they go down to Houston. And as you mentioned, it's tough on the road, and especially tough, I think, this weekend, Clip, because we're getting word from the ECU basketball administration that the Pirates are going to have to leave tomorrow. Now, usually ECU leaves a day early for a road game, so originally scheduled to leave on Friday for the game Saturday at Houston. But as we all know, some really bad weather is forecast and looks like it's going to be coming into our region, and they can't really take the chance of leaving on Friday because you just don't know if some of these flights are going to get out of here. So it looks like now the Pirates are going to leave from Raleigh probably sometime about mid-afternoon on Thursday. So that's going to make it a long road trip. And I always say you go on the road, and in this particular instance, you're going to go on the road and you're going to spend 4 days on the road, 3 nights on the road to play a 2-hour college basketball game, because the Pirates are going commercial this weekend. East goes commercial on the weekends and does not go charter on the weekends. They do the charters through the week, so the guys don't have to miss class time. But, boy, when you have the weather and you have commercial flights and everything that's going on now commercially with airlines and airports and everything else, I mean, this is going to be, it looks like, a marathon kind of trip to play one game at Houston on Saturday.
Jeff Charles joining us. Jeff, do you know anything new on Brandon Suggs? Left the game, went to the locker room. It was good to see him return to the bench, but did not get back in the game. I don't think Joe Dooley had much information on it after the game last night, but any word on Brandon Suggs and his availability coming up this weekend?
I've not heard anything today as of yet, Clip, and usually you're right. Right after a game, you ask the coach, and they really don't know.
Yeah.
That happens in football, happens in basketball, happens in baseball if they have injuries. The coaches really don't know, and I'm sure they are evaluating Brandon today. I don't think J.J. Miles is going to play on Saturday. I don't think he's ready for the Houston game. And Brandon makes such a difference, as we all know. Not only did he hit the game winner this past weekend against Memphis, but he does all the little things, and he's probably the smartest player the Pirates have out on the floor. He just really understands the game well, and he's so good at cutting to the basket and moving without the ball and doing all the little things. I mean, he's not afraid to get his nose in there and dive on the floor for loose balls, and he's very good defensively. He does a nice job for his size, blocking shots. I mean, he just adds so much to the team. And maybe at the end of the game, he's played 30 minutes, and he's not the high scorer or the highest rebounder, but you look at his contribution, and it's as great as anybody else who's been on the floor. So losing Brandon in that second half certainly did hurt the Pirates. I hope it's not a serious injury. They really need him. And his game has really developed, Cliff. You know, when you bring guys in, and especially when you're ECU, you bring guys in and they need to develop. As basketball players, they usually need to develop their bodies, and some guys do, and then some guys don't. But I've seen Brandon really improve since his freshman year, and that's a really good sign. And all these guys that come in here need to do that. And as I mentioned, sometimes guys come in and they're not a whole lot better as seniors than they are as freshmen. Well, I think Brandon Suggs has really improved a lot. The Pirates really need him, and he's such a great kid. I hope it's not a serious injury. I hope he gets out there just as soon as possible.
Yeah, enjoyed your post-game chat with him after the thrilling win on Saturday against Memphis. I think he told you, Jeff, that didn't he say it was the first time for everything? That's the first buzzer beater he had hit playing basketball?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Yeah. He played his high school basketball in Powder Springs, Georgia, at McEachern High School. Then went up to Massanutten Military Academy and played there for a year in Virginia. And I'm sure, he's played hundreds of games before that, but never a buzzer beater. Most guys don't get the chance to hit a buzzer beater, but he got his chance, and he was ready for it. You got to give him credit.
Yeah.
How about the pass that Tremont Robinson-White threw to him? Tremont made a great pass, and another guy that kind of flies under the radar, Clip, is Tremont, and he's really having a good year. He's having a good, solid season, and he continues to be right at the top in the league as far as steals are concerned. I really like Tremont's game. I think he's another guy that's improving. I really am optimistic with these guys moving forward. I think this is the best all-around collection of talent that East Carolina's had for a while. And, Joe's going to continue to work them hard and coach them hard, and I think they're going to get better. So it's a long season. You have your ups and you have your downs. You're on cloud nine after the game on Saturday and then back down after last night. And you just have to keep chopping wood, and we'll see what the Pirates can do on Saturday at Houston.
All right, we're talking folks through the misery today here on Pirate Radio Live after East Carolina falls last night in overtime. Jeff, a lot of people look at North Carolina as the basketball state, but last night it was the Sunshine State who has the bragging rights over North Carolina. UCF comes to Minges, comes back and beats East Carolina. How about Miami? Jim Larinaga's guys beating North Carolina by 28 points last night, 85-57. And then later last night, it was Florida State winning in overtime over Duke in thrilling fashion, 79-78. So Florida State, Miami, and UCF knocking off the North Carolina schools last night, Jeff.
Yeah, they did, and that's why I say, it's a long season, and you have ups and downs, and when you lose a game, it's not the end of the world, and when you win a big one like Memphis, it doesn't mean your program has arrived. Every game, as I always say, is a new adventure. And so you got to be ready to play. There's so much parity now, Clip, in college basketball across the country. There's so much parity in the American Athletic Conference. I mean, it is really tough to figure out. I think Houston is a clear-cut number one right now. But if Memphis gets all of their guys back, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked a bit. And I know how bad they folded in the game in Greenville on Saturday. But once they get all of their guys back, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all if they would win the tournament in Fort Worth, or I wouldn't be surprised if they get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah.
One Hyde kind of team. So, but they're right there, as we all know, at the top as far as talent is concerned, and Houston's having another great year. Kelvin Sampson's just a great, great coach, and they're really good. SMU, we don't talk a whole lot about, Clip, but here they are back again, really solid in the top division of the AAC, and they're having a really good year as well. So, Cincinnati's a lot better than I thought they were going to be. And then you look down at the end, at the bottom, and Tulsa hasn't won a game yet, and they're usually in the top division of the AAC, and they're like snake bit. They're losing every game by like 3 points. I mean, they're 0-4, but they could easily, at the bounce of the ball the other way, they could be 4-0. So, every night it's really difficult, and USF's obviously got something going down there, the way they handled UCF, and they've started over basically this year almost with an entire new roster. They lost like everybody, and all their starters transferred last year. So you just don't know game to game. You don't know year to year. I think it's going to be so hard to predict moving forward in college football and in college basketball as to what's going to happen the next year because the rosters are changing so much.
Jeff Charles joining us night in, night out. You don't know what you're going to see. I guess that's what makes it so interesting to follow college hoops on a nightly basis. Jeff, while you were calling the action on Saturday, Zay Jones was scoring a touchdown in the playoffs, which was great to see, but Joe Burrow and the Bengals were taking care of the Raiders. Now they go to Tennessee with Derrick Henry coming back for the Titans. We'll see what that means for Tennessee. Classic matchup Saturday night, 49ers-Packers on Fox. And then on Sunday, you could make a case that any of these four teams could be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. Rams at Bucks, and then after that, Bills at Chiefs. So this is, on paper, one of the best divisional rounds I can remember. A lot of great matchups coming up this weekend, Jeff. Were you able to watch any of the playoffs over the weekend?
Yeah, I did watch a few games, Clip, and I'll tell you what, just amazed at how the Bills handled the Patriots in that cold game up there. You just don't expect a Belichick team to lose like that. We give the Bills a lot of credit, and being an Ohio guy, I will be pulling for the Cincinnati Bengals. It's been a long dry spell in Cincinnati, so you like to pull for the underdog anyway, but I mean, I go back with them when I was a kid, and the Cincinnati Bengals came to Cincinnati for the very first time, and I don't know if I've mentioned this on your show or not, Clip, but you realize the first year of the Cincinnati Bengals, they played at Nippert Stadium on campus at the University of Cincinnati.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, and that place was not very nice, is a nice way to put it back then. It hasn't been very nice until the last few years, until they started putting money in it and renovating that facility. But, yeah, the Bengals, their first year in Cincinnati, they played at Nippert Stadium before they moved into Riverfront Stadium, which also, of course, served as the home of the Cincinnati Reds. But, they were really bad as an expansion team in the NFL for years and years. They got pretty good, as we know, and then they have gone back downhill until the last couple of years. Had a decent year last year, and now here they are in the playoffs. So I'm pulling for the Bengals, and Joe Burrow is a great story, and he's a kid that's, a home state kid. And his dad was an assistant coach at Ohio University. He grew up in Athens for a while his dad was a coach there. So they got Ohio ties, and the people in Cincinnati, I know, they really love the guy. And when we were up there over the weekend, last week actually, and played UC, saw a lot of Bengal stuff downtown with people walking around, and they were really excited about the game. And it's a really good football town when the Bengals are winning. So the Bengals are a really good story, but my goodness, you still got Tampa Bay hanging around, and you still got Tom Brady and Bruce Arians and the defending champs. Until somebody beats them, Cliff, they're the champs.
Jeff Charles joining us. Jeff, we'll wrap it up here. We've had some great wrestling interviews over the past couple of weeks. We talked to Lodi, East Carolina alum, on Monday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. That was a lot of fun. And talked to Brock Anderson from AEW last week on the show. Jeff, you've had a lot of great wrestling interviews over the years on From the Booth, including Tony Schiavone, who is the calls the action on AEW. I know, are you still able to keep up with it when we get into basketball season? You're calling a lot of games on Wednesdays and things like that. So are you still following what's going on in the wrestling world at all?
Well, I try to as much as I can, Cliff, because as you and I have talked before, I really enjoy the AEW product. And you're right, I really enjoy doing the wrestling interviews. I heard you the other day talking about how these wrestlers are great interviews.
Yeah.
Because that's part of what they do. And you are right. And we've had Jimmy Valiant on with us, we've had George South a couple of times. We've had Ivan Koloff, the late, great Ivan Koloff was a regular guest on the booth back in the day. And you mentioned Tony Schiavone. We've had a lot of great wrestlers on down through the years, and you're right, it never disappoints. And when we were taking calls on From the Booth, as soon as Ivan would come in, we would have a lot of calls for him. And, yeah, they're really good interviews, and they always have something interesting to say, and they're showmen, and they like the mic, so that makes it easy for the interviewer. And yes, a good job you guys did with Lodi. I heard that interview, and that was great. I have not had a chance yet to hear the Brock Anderson one, but I know it's archived, and I'm going to go back and listen to that one as well. Pretty cool that you've got a couple of guys who went to ECU and graduated and are in professional wrestling. And, of course, we all know who graduated from ECU back in the late 60s who's in wrestling, and that's Vince McMahon and his wife, Linda McMahon. And all you have to do is mention their names, of course, and everybody knows what they've done in their careers in professional wrestling. So there's a real good pedigree at ECU to professional wrestling. There's no question.
And if Jeff Charles wasn't in Houston coming up this Saturday, he might be in Spartanburg, South Carolina, because how about this show, Jeff? It's almost like the past versus the present. You've got Brock Anderson versus Lodi, ECU versus ECU there. And then the Rock and Roll Express are going to be taking on FTR, one of the best tag teams going today. So you've got a blast from the past and some of the guys from right now wrestling in Spartanburg, South Carolina this week. That's probably going to be a fun show down there, Jeff.
No doubt about it. And Spartanburg was a great hotbed of wrestling when wrestling was big in the Carolinas in the 70s and the 80s. And Memorial Auditorium there. I've been there for basketball. I've never seen a wrestling show there, but it's a great venue for wrestling. And you're right, Clip. This promotion that you mentioned, this is a promotion that is called Big Time Wrestling, and it's out of the Northeast. And they are putting shows on in this part of the country, also in the Northeast, really all over the country. And I've seen two of their shows. I saw a show at Dorton Arena in Raleigh. I think it was 2016, and a lot of the same guys that you mentioned were over there. Jerry Lawler was over there. Billy Gunn was over there. And I watched that show. And by the way, there were a number of Pirate fans sitting around me during that show. So we've got Pirate fans who are also wrestling fans, as you well know. So I saw a big-time wrestling show in Raleigh, and I saw another big-time wrestling show in Sebring, Florida, when I was visiting family about 3 years ago. And they had another show there. And you're right, they do a nice job, and they're bringing back all the old guys. Now, I'll tell you what, the guys who are wrestling that wrestled 30 years ago, they don't look the same, and they don't move the same as they did 30 years ago. And the Rock and Roll Express, I just saw an interview with Ricky Morton the other day. He's 65 years old.
Wow.
And I assume Robert Gibson's probably 65 years old, his tag team partner. And so if you go to one of those shows and you expect to see the Rock and Roll Express when they were 30, you're not going to see that because these guys are now in their mid-60s. But they put on a good show, and sometimes the older guys that everybody has a recognizable names for, like, for instance, Sergeant Slaughter, he doesn't wrestle anymore, but he comes to a lot of shows and makes an appearance. Jimmy Valiant really doesn't wrestle anymore, but he comes to the shows, and he's there to sign autographs and pictures and all of that. So it's a real niche promotion, I think, Clip. Big-time wrestling is what it's called. There have been a lot of big-time wrestling promotions down through the years, and the one I grew up with out of Detroit was called big-time wrestling. The Sheik, Ed Farhat, ran that promotion and owned it, and that was my first big-time wrestling exposure, but there was also another big-time wrestling out west in California. Well, these guys, I think, have just kind of piggybacked on that, and they're trying to do the same kind of shows that were done years ago, and so now they're the big-time wrestling in 2022, and it's a lot of the same stuff that we kind of grew up watching and a lot of the same guys that we grew up watching, so it's refreshing. It's a fun show.
Jeff Charles joining us today. Jeff, have a great call and a safe trip when you call the action between ECU and Houston, and we'll reconvene with you next week on the program. Appreciate your time, as always, voice.
Okay, thanks, Cliff. Have a good one.
All right, thank you, Jeff. There is Jeff Charles joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Let's get a break in. We'll come back. Owe you another break from hour one, so we'll have a quick segment, and then we'll get to our DJ Ford interview coming up in hour number 2. More to go on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Zero % alcohol, 0 grams of sugar, full Budweiser flavor. For all the moments you want a beer and need to stay on your game. Budweiser Zero, 0 alcohol, 0 compromise.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
Get the best of the best for less at Bostic Sugg Furniture. The best name brand furniture at savings up to 15% off store-wide, plus 12 months special financing. Save on the best looks for your home. Save up to 70% off clearance items or get 72 months special financing. Get your best night's sleep on a comfortable new mattress with 72 months special financing. It's better than the rest. It's the best of the best, and it's going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Matt Driscoll. Please join us at A.J. Fletcher Music Hall or live stream on February 17th at 7:30 p.m. when Durward Ensemble will be on the campus of East Carolina University presenting works from our upcoming album, Prophetic Revolutions, and a world premiere by ECU alumna and Miss America 2019, Nia Franklin. If you would like to learn more or support our group, go to our website, durwardmusic.com. We look forward to seeing you Thursday, February 17th.
It's bow time. We think a chicken sandwich this good should speak for itself. But when you're talking juicy, hand-breaded, and boldly seasoned chicken breasts, piled up with thick-cut pickles and creamy mayo all on a buttery toasted bun, well, we are happy to say it again and again and again. Bo's Chicken Sandwich, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Watch all of Pirate Radio's local programming on YouTube Live. You can watch Pirate Radio Live Monday through Friday from 3 until 6 on YouTube. You can also watch the Bud Light pregame tailgate and U.S. Cellular fifth quarter on game days as well. Go to YouTube, search Pirate Radio TV, and click on that subscribe button. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, let's get a quick segment in here. We'll take another break, and when we return, we will talk to former Pirate safety DJ Ford. We're doing a raffle today here on Pirate Radio Live. If you want to be entered in for a chance to win a free shrimp taco lunch to Chico's, here's all you have to do. Head over to Facebook, hop on our Facebook live feed for today's show, the video we are running today. Share that and type in a number in the comments section, and you will be entered in with a chance to win. We'll do our drawing coming up in hour 3 when Bryce Williams is here. So far, Steve has 77, Jonathan has 46, Kevin has 69, Josh has 37, John has 39, Scott with 12, and Corey with 33. So they are entered in. All you have to do is share our video feed from today's show. And it looks like I have another one. Kevin Cozart has 22. So share our video feed from today's show. Shirley, I can hear that.
Yeah, I was trying to turn it off beforehand, but
okay.
Stupid thing.
It's very distracting to.
Well, I'm trying to keep up with the.
I do talk to myself
to hear your own
inside
voices.
my head, and when I'm doing that and hearing myself in my ears,
you hear voices in your head.
I am like Randy Orton in that way. Kevin has 22. If you would like to be a part, Chad is in with 82.
Yeah, there's somebody I'm missing.
All right, I got Steve, Jonathan, Kevin, Jay, Josh, John, Scott, Corey, Kevin, C, and Chad.
I'm missing Steve.
Steve has 77.
Steve is 77.
All right, there are the numbers. And now you can be a part of this by commenting with a number between 1 and 100. You'll be entered in to our raffle. All right, we'll get another break in. We'll come back. When we return, DJ Ford will join us, former Pirate safety. We'll talk to him when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Hey dads, it's back. Plan to join us for our 6th annual Daddy-Daughter Dance Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs. This event will be a fun night of games, music, photo keepsakes, raffle tickets, and of course, dancing. Best of all, 100% of the proceeds will go to Daughters for Dads, which supports local families affected by cancer. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. Purchase your tickets today by going to eventbrite.com and search for Daughters for Dads. We will see you Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs.
Do you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems? Perhaps professional cleaning of your air ducts could help. Family owned and operated in Winterville for over 22 years, Carolina Quality Air was the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. From residential to commercial, they can handle any size job, big or small, including our studios here at Pirate Radio. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 viruses, including the coronavirus. Visit them online at CarolinaQualityAir.com.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with RentAFishTank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. RentAFishTank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. RentAFishTank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at RentAFishTank.com.
Hey, this is John Grillo, the Bagel Man. You know I love bagels. I don't settle for frozen bagels. That's why we make our bagels right here in Greenville from scratch every day. If you're coming into Bagel Man, you'll notice that there's some renovation going on. Our menu is bigger and better than ever. Our sandwiches, heroes, subs, salads, wraps, bagel dogs, fresh baked pastries, and our new coffee bar. Soon we're going to be opening for dinner. Don't forget Bagel Man for all your catering needs on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Otavola Market Cafe. Otavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Otavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Otavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Otavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Otavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OtavolaMarket.com. Otavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fossil from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. You work hard for your money at Carolina Wealth Management. We believe that your money should work hard for you. Do you know if it is? To learn more about your investment portfolio, go to mycarolinawealth.com to schedule a free consultation. That's mycarolinawealth.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is Clip Rock.
All righty. We'll take a brief pause from the basketball debacle from last night and talk some football with a former Pirates safety who joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line, DJ Ford. We enjoyed getting to know DJ during the football season as part of our Players Lounge, and we'll talk to him today here on the program. DJ, appreciate your time. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing great. And DJ, we talked to your Pirate teammate and I guess your Hula Bowl teammate as well, Warren Saban, last week. And before we talk, ECU football, how about that experience down in Orlando at the Hula Bowl? What was those days like for you, that week like for you?
It was an amazing experience. I'm super grateful for the opportunity to play in the Hula Bowl down in Orlando this year. It's a game that's normally played in Hawaii, as you know, but it was cool to play with guys and practice with guys from all over the country, as far west as Oregon and USC and Utah, all the way to the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Guys from Boston College. Had a little run-in with him, had to talk him straight. The bowl game was out. But yeah, it was an awesome experience. Made some new friends with guys that I never thought that I'd be friends with from schools that, I never imagined talking to guys from, so it was cool.
DJ, how about getting yourself out there, your skills out there to scouts and things like that? How many, scouts were able to see you? And was it all NFL? Was there guys from other leagues as well? How about that?
So on the first day, we had a weigh-in, and where we got weighed and measured and everything, and they had set up one of the hotel rooms for all of the scouts to come in. I want to say that there was like 150 to 200 scouts.
Wow.
Scouts from pretty much every league. The NFL, the CFL, the USFL, the new league that's coming out. There were guys from everywhere, and some teams you see 4 or 5 scouts from one team, so they for sure showed up. They were there.
DJ Ford joining us. DJ, as far as your football future, NFL is the dream. If you don't get signed on with the team, would you be interested in, going to Canada, playing in the USFL? Are you keeping your options open when it comes to professional football?
Yes, sir. At this point, I'm extremely open to any and everything. I don't want to rule anything out before I give it a look. And I don't know what different coaches are thinking of me, so I'd be more than interested to see what they have to say about myself. So that's where I'm at right now.
DJ, we learned this about you, talking to you throughout the year, your maturity level. But I remember early on Mike Houston kind of singling you out as somebody before the season even started as a guy that could come in and be a leader on this team. And you don't always hear that with these transfers. You got to get acclimated to the school, to the area, to your teammates, the locker room, all of that. But it sounds like you came in from day one with the right mindset where you were going to earn your spot on this team. Nothing was given to you. And I think Mike Houston and others have given you a lot of credit for that. What was that like for you coming in here and being one of the guys almost immediately and also earning your spot on the football field for East Carolina?
First and foremost, a big thank you to Coach Mike Houston for speaking so highly of me. But I thought that it was a pretty seamless experience. Like I said before, it just kind of happened naturally. I just showed up. I think that guys saw that I was serious about my work. I was serious about football, and that I wasn't here to play around and live it up outside of football and everything like that. Like, I was here on a business trip, and I think the guys got a feel for that, and they bought in with me.
And it was great to see, and that defense improved leaps and bounds year 2 of Blake Harrell, and in your 1 season here at East Carolina. And DJ, y'all had some fun on the defensive side of the ball this year, getting after quarterbacks, forcing turnovers, and really put together a good year on that side of the ball.
Yes, sir. It was an amazing experience, and we did have a lot of fun. Like you said, that was our brand of ball. We made sure that we had fun, and we did a lot of winning in the process.
DJ, you mentioned running into a Boston College player, and man, I've asked some of your teammates about this. Hate to even ask you, but I will. You know, what was that like for you that Sunday morning when you got the news there would be no Military Bowl, you trying to go out on top, your one final game? I'm really happy you and Warren did get to play and at least another football game in the Hula Bowl. Obviously, it wasn't the Military Bowl in an ECU uniform, but man, what was that experience like, gearing up for that game and being told you couldn't play in it?
It was extremely difficult, to be honest with you, especially having practiced all month. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you go into fall camp and you're looking forward to that first game. Like, everything you do with that opponent in mind. And so, in that regard, that we were preparing for Boston College long and hard, and then lo and behold, we never got the chance to play, and to get so close where it was like right there. You know what I'm saying? It hurt a little extra because of that, and with that being my last game, it hurt a little more because of that. So it was not the most ideal experience, but just had to move forward and keep pressing.
Yeah, one of those things, you control what you can control, right? And that was out of your hands at that point. DJ, what's next for the secondary at East Carolina? I like to ask everybody when they are walking out the door, who's going to fill in the shoes for you, for Warren? You got some guys at the linebacker position with Aaron and Bruce as well. But we'll stick with the secondary. Who are some guys that you're excited to see on the field that maybe haven't got a lot of playing time for East Carolina coming up in the next year or two?
Honestly, I'm excited for all of the guys. I'm excited to see who takes it upon themselves to step up and separate themselves from the group and be the guy. You know what I'm saying? I could cast a prediction, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to who decides to step up and who starts to make plays and who becomes a vocal leader, and that, that energy on the sideline and on the field. So I'm excited for all of those guys. I know that they're all each capable of being a starter and can make plays. So like you said, I'm excited to see what happens.
DJ, we'll remember looking back at 2021 as the year East Carolina finally got back to its winning ways after a long drought, getting back to bowl eligibility, having a winning record. And it was a very brief time for you in the chapter of your life here in Greenville, just 1 year. But, how do you look back on it, whether it be going to class, meeting new friends, playing Dowdy Ficklin Stadium? Hopefully you'll look back fondly on your 1 year here at East Carolina, I would imagine.
Oh, yes, sir. I for sure do. I think it was a wonderful time that I had here, both on the field and off the field. Like you said, going to class, just being on a new campus, being in a new space was a lot of fun. It was a lot to take in, seeing different people, being on the same campus for 4 or 5 years, you kind of more or less know everyone. So it was a breath of fresh air, to say the least, being here. And then with football, to be a part of the team that turned the program around and got back to winning as they're used to doing in the past, and to have Dowdy Ficklin packed and loud and the Pirate Walk was really, really crazy a couple times. Like it was an amazing experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
DJ, have you been to both Sub Dogs locations? If so, which one's better, Greenville or Chapel Hill?
Greenville, without a doubt.
Good answer.
Not even close.
Not even a competition. The good stuff.
No, sir.
DJ Ford joining us. DJ, unfortunately, as you know, when I get you in here on Mondays, I would ask you about the Steelers. Your season came to an end. Did make the playoffs, so congratulations on that. But, man, what's life without Big Ben going to be like moving forward? That's going to be weird for you, right?
I don't know. I'm excited to see who comes next.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a great spot for someone to walk into and win right away. So we'll see what they're able to do in the draft and everything like that.
And DJ, you're a younger guy. I am 40. There have been 3 coaches in my lifetime with Pittsburgh. And the tail end of Chuck Noll, I was able to watch all the Bill Cowher era, and then Mike Tomlin, who famously has never had a losing season as head coach. So your entire Steelers football watching life, what'd you see? Maybe a little bit of Cowher, but you've only known one coach your whole life.
Yeah, I've really only known Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
So I've had a pretty good experience being a Steelers fan, much better than those Cowboys. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, hopefully. And I think it was Miles Berry. I think a few players were giving Houston some crap for that, so that was good.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I was like, nah, let me not.
Well, he can't make you run or anything now, DJ. You're good. You can fire some shots.
Nah, I don't want to burn that bridge.
There you go. All right, smart man. So what's next for you, DJ? I guess a lot of training, a lot of preparing for what's next for you?
Yes, sir. I'm actually getting ready to get everything out of my apartment here in Greenville, and then I'm going to head down to Tampa, Florida. That's where I'll be doing my training for Pro Day.
Great stuff, man, and we'll see you out at East. You planning on being in Greenville for Pro Day?
Yes, sir, I am.
Great. All right, good deal. We'll see you out there. Talk to you then. But, DJ, it's been great to get to know you a little bit, man. And once again, sincerely, you're a great young man. So I know you're going to do good things no matter if it's in the football world or outside of it. So we wish you nothing but the best. If you need anything from us, let us know. But really appreciated your time and getting to know you. And we'll certainly talk to you again down the road, man.
Hey, Coop, pleasure was all mine, man. I appreciate you so much for everything.
All right, thank you, DJ. DJ Ford, great guy. Glad we got to know him, and part of the reason why I really enjoyed the Players Lounge for football, to get to know some of these guys a little bit off the field, get to know them as people, and you can look back. There's a lot of these transfers that have come into East Carolina have not really worked out, but DJ Ford did. You know, he was good on the field, but more so the leadership he provided in the locker room and being a steady presence.
Yeah, and coming from a ACC school like Carolina and having experience there on the field and leadership skills from there too. Wish we could have him one more year, but hopefully he can get a shot at the NFL. And good luck to the DJ, and hope he had fun down there. I know we talked to Warren Saban last week, and as you were talking to Warren Saban, he was on the way to Disney World.
Yeah.
So it's always fun for those guys to get to enjoy that, especially when you go down to the Military Bowl and not be able to play the game down there, so they get another chance to get on the football field and show their talents.
Appreciate DJ Ford joining us. When we return, we'll talk to Billy Weaver, my co-host on the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Call-In Show. He was in Minji's last night. We'll get back to the debacle when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
At US Cellular, we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. Right now, you choose any phone and we make it free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates!
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
This is Roger Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. Got our Pirate Radio raffle going today. If you would like to get in with an opportunity to win a shrimp taco lunch, the Chico's, all you got to do, head over to Facebook, join our Facebook Live feed, share it, and type in a number between 1 and 100. We'll do a drawing coming up in our 5 o'clock hour when Bryce Williams is here. So far, we've got Steve, Jonathan, Kevin, Josh, John, Scott, Corey, Kevin C., and Chad in. If you want to jump in now with your number, you can do so on Facebook Live. Right now, we will head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to my cohort on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show, Billy Weaver. And we're trying to talk ourselves out of this deep depression we're in after last night. How you doing today?
Yeah, man, it's
what a tough game last night. I think a lot of people are like that, but as I have said many, many times, it's better to be in this situation if you're a Pirate basketball fan than the situation we've been in for years and years, and apathy and not caring. So the fact that people care and that you felt like you should have won that game, that's a positive you take from it. Now, do I feel good about that game? No.
I'm with you, Billy. I had those same thoughts that as bad as it feels while I was sitting in traffic in Lower Minges trying to get out, I did say, I think to myself, well, it is nice to feel something, you know?
Right.
Even though it's not a good feeling.
Right. And you know what? I had this conversation with somebody earlier this morning that all Pirate fans want, and we've said this time and time again too, all Pirate basketball fans want is a competitive team and a team that you think can go out there and win each night. And that's obvious the team that we have right now. Now, it's figuring out how to win those games that you're up by 20 points in the second half and kind of put your foot on the throat and keep the throttle down, not to use, 100 different puns. But that didn't happen last night, and it's for a few different reasons, in my opinion. I equate it to, it kind of felt like, I don't know if it felt like this to you, but it felt like in the second half, the Pirates were in a prevent defense, like you see in the 2-minute drill in football. And I've always said prevent defense only does one thing, and it prevents you from winning. I felt that. I didn't feel like they, I know they were trying to get the shot clock down.
Yeah.
But when they were getting the shot clock down to run off time, they weren't getting quality shots off, or they turned the ball over. The Brandon Suggs injury was obviously a blow. I think the guys didn't react to that well. And another thing that really disappointed me last night was the play of Vance Jackson. I mean, the guy only scored 2 points. And, when Suggs went out, instead of having that mentality of okay, now somebody else has to step up, I think the mentality said, was kind of, well, let's just not lose this thing. Let's just hold on, hold serve, and get out of here with this win. And I don't think that's the mentality you have to have. And if they were down in that game or it was a close game, I think it's more of a next man up mentality that we didn't see last night.
Yeah, and it's not like East Carolina hadn't seen something like this happen before. Just go back to Saturday. They were on the other side of it where they were able to climb back from a 19-point deficit, and it's just crazy, Weave, that we've seen these huge swings now in back-to-back games. One go East Carolina's way, the other one not go the Pirates' way. You got to give credit to UCF, but East Carolina did hurt themselves, as you said, in that process there in the second half and in overtime.
Yeah, and, it got to a point where you thought, okay, at some point the Pirates got to get out of this slump that they're in the second half. And it's not like there was a barrage or it seemed like a huge swing for UCF. It's just every time that East Carolina would miss or turn the ball over, it seemed like UCF would hit a big three at the other end. And you just had that feeling like, oh, here we go again. We're going to be in another close one. And the one thing, I really felt, even with all of that and losing that 20-point lead, it was 72 all down the stretch. And the Pirates had the ball with plenty of time to get off a good shot.
Yeah.
You win the thing at the buzzer, and you thought, okay, I'm good with this. I think we got this. And they just didn't even get off a good shot. That was disappointing as well.
Joe Dooley talked about it after the game, had a timeout he could have used to set something up. He said that, in that case, UCF could have set their defense up and basically said if I had to do it over again, he didn't say one way or the other. He said maybe I'd call a timeout, maybe I wouldn't. He didn't seem to regret letting him play out that way because if you remember in the Memphis game, East Carolina, after a missed free throw, came down the court down by 1, and they set up a play where they got the ball to Frink inside and he got blocked out of bounds, and then that set up the Brandon Suggs game winner. They ran a pretty good play, Weave, not even coming out of a timeout. So I think he thought they could do something similar there in that situation, try to win the game, and chose not to call the timeout there.
Yeah, there was plenty of time on the clock. I could see if it was under 5 seconds and you want to make sure everybody's on the same page, but there was plenty of time on the clock to be able to get the ball up the court, kind of get into your offense. I mean, you didn't have a ton of time, but you had plenty of time to kind of get into a little bit of an offense and run a play, that at least got you off a good shot. I mean, you're battling down to the last second there, and it's an off-balance shot that doesn't even come close. And then as soon as the buzzer sounded to go to overtime, that's when I thought this is not good, because every bit of the momentum had swung towards the Knights, and you just knew that they were going to come out excited, fired up. I think they scored, the first 5 points of the opening, and then it was kind of downhill from there. So just disappointing, but, everybody I've talked to about this game since last night has all said the same thing, that it's disappointing and you should have won that game, and it's disheartening. But there's still a lot of optimism, because this is by far the best team that I can remember seeing in the last few years at East Carolina. They've got the tools, and they can get it together, and maybe they can use this as a learning situation. So maybe, hopefully, something good will come out of this.
Yeah, and for people out there, we left Minji's with a sick feeling last night, no doubt about it. But it was still a fun night of entertainment in Greenville, North Carolina, and that's back-to-back games where it's been a lot of fun to be in Minji's Coliseum. So for people that are thinking, well, I'm not going to go see this team after what happened last night, well, as weird as it is to say, it was still a really fun night, Weave. The ending was just absolutely horrendous,
Oh, no, the night was amazing. For a Tuesday night, there was a great crowd on here, and there was a lot of energy. There were some people that I had talked to that I hadn't seen around in a while, and for good reason. They were like, you know what, I hadn't really wanted to come to a basketball game, and now they're playing well, and, that's why I'm here. And even with the outcome being the way it was, there's still excitement. It was an exciting game. It was a fun game to be involved in. Even though East Carolina lost, but I mean, it was still fun. I think the atmosphere is going to continue to get better at Minji's Coliseum. The students are kind of getting back and getting into it again, which is a lot of fun too. So, yeah, the atmosphere is definitely proving to be much better at Minji's.
Well, have you got your own police escort as you travel the streets?
Yeah, that's my police escort right there. Yeah,
loud and proud.
Loud and proud. So, yeah.
East Carolina will be playing this weekend. The Dallas Cowboys will not be. So let's take some positivity out of that. 49ers knocking off the Cowboys in the playoffs on Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't mean to laugh about that. No, I'm lying. I didn't mean to laugh about that, because you know what, Clip? I don't know if this is a good thing. It's probably a bad thing, but in looking back at it, it's still fun. I've seemed to get more joy now out of seeing the Cowboys lose in the first round of the playoffs when they do make it than I do seeing my Washington team win. Is that a bad thing?
I think it is, and I think it's just because it's so fresh, and because Washington hadn't won a playoff game in so long.
Yeah,
the 2005 season. So right now, that's all we got. That's why we enjoy it. I talked about it with Cy yesterday, Cy Seymour, and I said, Cy, it's probably a loser's mentality, but I still get a big kick out of watching Dallas lose in the playoffs. And he said, misery loves company, and he's right.
It is. And not only that, it's your big rival. I mean, and I'm sorry, but I had somebody ask me that before, would I ever root for the Dallas Cowboys? And the only thing I can think of to root for the Dallas Cowboys is if they win a game that's meaningless and it puts Washington into the playoffs.
Sure, if it helps our team, absolutely, yeah.
That's the only way, but there's no other way. I take joy in rooting against the Cowboys, and I don't have a problem saying that. And I know Cowboys fans will say, they care more about our team than they do their team. Well, call it what you will, but that's part of the rivalry. That's part of, you can't tell me that a Pittsburgh Steeler fan is not going to root against the Browns and enjoy it, or vice versa. I mean, it's just not going to happen. In any sport, Duke, Carolina, in basketball, it doesn't matter. That's part of the rivalry, and that's part of what makes it fun. And to see them lose the way they did with a little bit of controversy is kind of fun, too.
It just adds more spice to it. This is no probably shocker to you following NFC East football, but I wanted to look it up after the Eagles and Cowboys both lost on the same day, and I remember Washington losing last year in the playoff game.
That is now 6 straight losses by NFC East teams in the playoffs. Shout out to the Giants for not being a part of that stat because they're too bad to make the playoffs in recent years. But that is all Eagles, Cowboys, and Washington. 6 straight defeats. So, as you know, watching it week to week, the NFC East as a whole has not been very good over these last few years.
Well, it doesn't surprise me, and that is really the big reason why when I was watching all the national shows previewing the Cowboys 49ers, lots and lots of people, there were more people than not that picked the 49ers to win that game, and for good reason. I mean, the Cowboys went unbeaten against NFC East teams, but I think they were 5-6 or right at 500 or a little bit below 500 against the rest of the league.
I heard a stat, Billy, that the Eagles had 1 win over a team with a winning record, and that was when Trevor Siemian started for the Saints. So, yeah, kind of like the Cowboys, the Eagles really didn't beat anybody good either.
Yeah, I mean, so that just goes to show you we've called it the NFC least for a few years now because. And what really kind of sucks about it is that the NFC East used to be the power division. I mean, you had to bring your chin strap every week in the NFC East because these teams were beating up on each other. The Giants were good, the Eagles were good, the Cowboys, and back when they were the Redskins were really good back in the day. I mean, the NFC East, man, you had to. It was a black and blue division, man, but now it's just become the NFC least, and it's terrible, and I just hope that changes sometime soon.
Well, what do you think about this weekend, Billy? How about the 49ers going to Lambeau, taking on the Packers? How much of a chance do you give them against Rodgers?
Well, since I've got my pick is the Packers to go to the Super Bowl, so there's obviously a chance the 49ers I just don't know if they can go in. Aaron Rodgers is playing about as best as he's played in his career. I mean, he's playing well. The Packers at home this time of year, that's a place you just don't want to go. So I got the Packers winning that game for sure.
All right. How about who plays the Packers in Lambeau to get to the Super Bowl? Is it Brady, Rodgers, and Lambeau, or is it the Rams kind of did this NBA super team thing where they bring in Stafford and Beckham and Von Miller to join Aaron Donald and Cooper Kupp? Who meets Green Bay in the NFC Championship, Rams or Bucks?
I think the Bucks. Brady is obviously Brady. He's the GOAT. And I think part of me just wants to, you love to see that one more time, that Brady Rodgers matchup. The Rams have put together a really good team, like you said. Stafford finally kind of got off the schneid with the playoff win, and they looked really good in their game. I just don't ever bet against Brady, and there's a reason for that. He's shown every time that when people have bet against him and doubted him, that he's come up big. And so I in the NFC, I've definitely got the Bucks and the Packers. And then I think the Packers beat the Bucks to go to the Super Bowl.
We've on the AFC side, every team, and Billy, every team, every player likes to use the disrespect card. I don't remember a number 1 seed being as disrespected as the Tennessee Titans. It makes sense because the Bills and the Chiefs are on the other side of that bracket, and they look like your Super Bowl contenders. But if you look at power rankings, if you look at Super Bowl odds, the Titans are way back there. They host the Bengals this week with Derrick Henry returning, and then you got Bills-Chiefs. So AFC, do you think it comes down to the Bills-Chiefs winner, or are you giving the Titans a shot there?
I give the Titans a shot. They're a good team, but I got the Titans winning that game. I don't think the Bengals have anything for the Titans in that. And you would think that maybe I would lean Chiefs, and the Chiefs are a slight favorite against the Bills. I'm going with the Bills, and part of that is because all of me wants to see the Bills go to the Super Bowl just because of the Bills Mafia. I know that place will be, the Bills fans they'll show up in droves, and even if they can't get into the game, they'll be in the parking lot breaking some sort of table or doing something extremely crazy. Somebody might even die. Not asking that happens, but that's just how crazy those fans are. I could just imagine the Bills in the Super Bowl, and if they were to win it, so my pick is going to be the Bills and the Packers, and if the Bills were to win the Super Bowl, man, that city might not recover for years.
A lot of broken tables, a lot of fun.
out there in Buffalo. That'd be great. Billy Weaver joining us today on the Pirate Radio Live Line. Anything else? What else is going on in your world?
Just, trying to get through the winter months, and I'm excited about some Pirate baseball.
Yeah.
They've been in some, preseason polls in the top, 15, top 10. So excited about ECU Pirate baseball. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. And, of course, looking forward to next year as far as the football team goes. It's going to be a lot of changes and, a lot of different stuff in the football team. And, they've kind of set a foundation now, so that's going to be interesting. But, yeah, looking forward to baseball season, man. Not necessarily my Mets, but they made a couple moves in the offseason. But I know you've got to be excited about being especially early on when you do all the World Series ceremonies.
Oh, yeah.
Rings.
And they'll have their special, jerseys and hats with the little gold trim and all that. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, they do that for the Clip Rocks of the world because they know you're going to buy them all up.
Yep. I'll buy any stupid hat you have available, no doubt. Weave, I feel like we've tried to brighten people's day after the debacle last night, so I appreciate your efforts in that. And we'll talk to you again soon, man.
Hey, no problem, man. Well, I'll definitely be back at Minji's Coliseum the rest of the year. It's been fun. It's been nice to be able to kind of relax and watch the game and enjoy the games and stuff. So I'm looking. That's another thing I'm looking forward to is what kind of run the Pirates can make down the stretch of this American Athletic Conference tournament. Get into or American Conference regular season. Get into the tournament, make some noise, and who knows, man? This team could surprise some people.
Yeah, we got that, and then we got Billy in the jungle. Without his reporting duties. So that'll be fun this year for you.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my chair out in the jungle and I'm gonna sunbathe out there.
Okay, there's a visual for the folks on this cold day in Eastern North Carolina. We've enjoyed it, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, man.
Billy Weaver joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Let's take another timeout. Last call if you want to get into the Pirate Radio raffle. All you have to do, head over to Facebook, click on our live feed, today's show, the video feed, share it, and type in a number between 1 and 100, and you have a chance to win a shrimp taco lunch to Chico's. Right now, Steve is in with 77, Jonathan has 46, Kevin has 69, Josh has 37, John has 39, Scott has 12, Corey has 33, Kevin C has 22, and Chad has 82. If you want to get in our raffle, now's the time to do it. So jump in now before the 5 o'clock hour when we do our drawing. We'll be back with more Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Cadillac. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2022 Cadillac CT5 and save up to $1,500 off. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York style pizza is a MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
It's a new year and we have some exciting news at Angel Oak Home Loans. This is Talbot Green and I would like to introduce you to the newest member of our team, Braxton Green. I've known Braxton his entire life because he's my nephew. He is also a recent ECU graduate and has lived in Eastern North Carolina his entire life.
This is Braxton Green and I'm looking forward to working with you with your next home loan or refinance. Give us a call at Angel Oak Home Loans today at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250 and 685842. Equal housing lender.
Uptown Greenville's newest dining experience is open and ready to serve you. The Sidebar, a Tex-Mex fusion restaurant, offers dinner and weekend brunch. Located at 707 Dickinson Avenue, right beside the DAP House, the Sidebar has indoor dining and patio seating for everyone to enjoy. For the latest information on reservations, menu items, and more, follow the Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza. Homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's original Hot and Judy's mild sweet chili hot dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Warren's hot dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, offense coordinator for ECU football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Villa Verde on 10th Street and Villa Verde Dos by the hospital are open for you, serving unique and healthy dishes from the Dominican Republic. Order online at myvillaverde.com or the Villa Verde app. Order a family meal that feeds 6 to 7 people, and they'll have it ready for curbside pickup today. Whether it's dine-in or takeout, Villa Verde is a platform for good. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Bryce Williams set to join us here in a few minutes for hour 3 of today's show. If you want to jump in our Pirate Radio raffle, you can do so right now. You got a few minutes left. Go to Facebook, share our video feed from today, and you can
Sim's back.
Type in a number between 1 and 100. We'll do a YouTube giveaway on Thursday. We're going Facebook Live today. Sim is back in. He's got a personal rivalry with Chad, so he's going to try to Bob Barker Price is Right Chad here. Chad took 82. Sim is taking 81. And Sim, you are in. Susan is taking 69, which has already been chosen. But I guess if it is closest to 69, then Kevin, Jay, and Susan will have a 69 off to see who can be the winner.
Nice.
We'll have a drawing.
Very nice. Very concerning.
See who can win the shrimp taco from Chico's. We are rewatching the game, which is difficult to do. But we're watching it we got the whole screen blacked out except one part. I'm seeing how Chandler and I performed as second row.
Oh, okay.
Nosebleed courtside fans.
Good stuff.
So far, I think we've done a pretty good job. Our cheers,
I would say a B+.
Our 3-point signs,
because I don't think we're as fanatic as we would be in Section 213.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I feel like standing up is kind of a. Now we are in the second row.
Now there was plenty of times where you would get up, and like walk over behind the scores table.
Oh, I want to see the play where I went and gave Zach. We did a great high five on. I want to say it was a Brandon Suggs score, but we got hyped.
Was that the Brandon Suggs dunk?
could have been
this first
because he absolutely just when he went to the basket, I'm like, there's
that.
nobody there.
This first half was so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Great 20 minutes of basketball.
Yeah.
We should have stopped the game there.
Yep.
Stop the count.
Stop the count.
I guess I got to cut it off at some point. What should I cut it off at halftime, Chandler?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah, that would probably be the best place to.
Yes,
to cut this
absolutely.
Game ended right there.
Man, and we went out. We talked to our buddies out at halftime outside.
Were they complaining about the Hornets again?
Or
Miles Plumlee?
No, because the Hornets won the previous day, so we were in high spirits about this one and the Hornets game. Hornets on national TV tonight. Now I don't know if Kenny. I'm going to count this as Kenny being in our raffle. I don't know if he's just giving out Bryce's nickname or if that's his number, but he's going with Slim 80.
Nice.
So 80 is going to be
that
Kenny's
might work
number.
out for Kenny.
I saw Kenny.
I did too. I meant to go up and say hey, but I was so busy trying to get to the bathroom.
You want to talk about bathroom celebrity sightings? How about this? Back-to-back games. First game, Memphis game, I saw Cy Seymour walking into the bathroom.
Oh.
Talked to him for a moment. Last night, I walk in the bathroom, the most star-studded bathroom I've ever seen. Jeff Charles is washing his hands. Michael Perry in the urinal. We talked to both, we said, talked to Voice for a minute.
Did he call you a jabroni again?
He did not.
Shame.
He was happy about the first half, and then Michael Perry was in there too. So man, the celebrity sightings in the Minji's bathrooms, folks.
Had yourself quite the three-way last night.
It was, and that was when times were good. So there was a lot of smiles on people's faces, and did not end that way. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Bryce Williams joins us hour 3. We'll have our raffle winner and more on Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. We are back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week. Plus, the Buck has live music every night, along with football. The Buck has a brand new 15-foot 4K screen, the only one in Greenville, and over 18 big screens with all your college and pro action. Sunday Fun Day will also be stocked with the biggest Bloody Mary and Mimosa bar, along with the NFL Sunday Ticket and food trucks out back. Check out the Buccaneer Music Hall. Open every day, noon until 2 a.m., with live music every night, and now football and food trucks during the day.
Hey dads, it's back. Plan to join us for our 6th annual Daddy-Daughter Dance Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs. This event will be a fun night of games, music, photo keepsakes, raffle tickets, and of course, dancing. Best of all, 100% of the proceeds will go to Daughters for Dads, which supports local families affected by cancer. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. Purchase your tickets today by going to eventbrite.com and search for Daughters for Dads. We will see you Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest up to 48 months and free local delivery. Face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at factorymattressusa.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak and our seafood delight pasta. The Rick House is open for lunch daily from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. Take a break from your workday with lunch at the Rick House. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Live well, move more, and hurt less with Kinetic Physical Therapy. If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic has nationally certified therapists for physical, occupational, speech, and massage therapy, all in a state-of-the-art facility on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. For more information, visit kineticptgreenville.com. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Okay, welcome back into the program on a Wednesday. Clip Rock, Shirley Rhodes, CJ Schaefer, Chandler Honeycutt, and Bryce Williams joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. Bryce, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
Doing fantastic on this Wednesday, coming off a tough one last night in Minji's Coliseum. But right now we're rewatching the game just to see Chandler and I's performance as fans. Did we do our part? Was it on us that we lost this game last night?
Are y'all on the bottom or the top screen?
Yeah, we're on the bottom, on the other end.
It definitely could not be our fault. I mean, we put in every inch of sweat.
Now, I was worried about taking these seats. Chandler said they were courtside. They were not. They were second row.
Oh,
which is different than
It's a big difference.
A huge difference. A world of difference, one would say.
We've learned that this week.
But I said, let's do it because first game of the year, we sat in a different section.
We did with Billy Weaver.
The Billy Weaver, Brown and Wood section. Now, our normal home is section 213. So I don't like to switch up the mojo, but I decided it would be okay if we sat there because we had been in two different seats previously. I didn't think that would mess up anything. So I'm not taking credit for this loss. Shirley, earlier today, you said you thought you might have a hand in this loss. What did you do?
Way to go, Shirley.
I told Clip I thought I jinxed it because I was out walking the dogs and I was following the game tracker and I saw that we had a significant lead and I thought, okay, sweet, I'll watch it when I get home. And then I realized all the games that ECU has won, I have not watched.
Oh, so this one is on you.
And I tuned into the second half, and that's when we melted down.
Yeah.
Way to go, Charles.
I miss all the good stuff. I mean, when Barton won the national championship back in, what was it, 2000? Oh, gosh, it's been so long.
Anthony Atkinson.
Yeah, when Anthony Atkinson scored the final, what was it, 11 points in something seconds.
That was nuts.
I missed it. I was in the bathroom. So,
Hold on.
I was literally in the bathroom.
I don't want to get into more of that story, but okay.
Former Harlem Globetrotter?
Yes.
I do remember.
Ant Atkinson.
Little
yeah,
Ant.
Little
What they-
Ant.
what
Yeah,
they call
no,
him?
I was in the bathroom because I thought the game was over. I was watching the game, and
because they were losing by so much. and
yeah,
we figured
well,
it was over.
yeah, I thought it was
There wasn't a
over
lot of time
because
left.
we missed. I think they scored a layup, I believe, or it was a free throw. I can't really remember. I have to go back and look at the game. But anyway, they scored some points, and I thought, okay, with this much time left, the game's over. So I had to go to the bathroom anyway. I went to the bathroom, came back. Troy calls me and says, "Is that not the most exciting finish to a game you've ever seen?" And I'm like, "What? What happened?" And he's like, "You didn't see it?" I'm like, "No, dude, I was in the bathroom. What happened?"
Get out of the bathroom.
Yeah, so I missed the game.
Bryce, how does it feel? You are one of these athletes on the field, busting your tail, putting in the work, and really none of that mattered. It was all about what a fan was doing and where they were watching it that determined the outcome. It's really got to make you feel.
I never knew. Seeing that now is like, well, dang.
Yeah.
Why did I do what I did?
Exactly. You didn't control any of it.
I mean, if I know Shirley was watching the game, I was.
So now,
like, dang it, Bill! Like, oh, Shirley's watching the game. We're gonna lose.
Bryce is on the field, but he gets this image. Shirley's using the bathroom.
Spidey senses. Spidey senses.
Hey,
no. He'll get the Spidey sense. He's like, oh, Shirley's in the bathroom. You know what? I'll run this little button route. Got it made. Touchdown, baby.
Speaking of touchdowns and East Carolina success, lost a legendary announcer last night.
Eskridge.
Ron Franklin passed away. Ron Franklin, I think of like late night SEC football when I hear Franklin's voice, but he did everything, including a couple of East Carolina's biggest moments of all time, calling those games on ESPN. And one of those, of course, is the Peach Bowl.
What did you label that as? Because I can't find it.
Oh, boy.
Wait.
Shirley in the bathroom?
No. Because it was, you saved it in a different folder somehow.
No, it's in the phone. They're just old files.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Give me just a second. Which one do you want?
Let me
First.
get Luke Fisher.
All right, give me a second here. I'm almost there.
Ron Franklin called the Peach Bowl.
The tight end, isn't Luke Fisher?
Luke Fisher,
Was
the
it
tight
number
end.
80? I think he's number 80.
I'm gonna say Luke Fisher's number 80.
Okay,
He was in the 90s, wasn't he?
All right, I got that one.
Hold on, no. Luke Fisher is 80. Now I can't get a look at his jersey.
I thought he was in the 90s.
Old Pirate fans, help me out. What number is Luke Fisher? We can't get a shot of his jersey here. Let's see.
Is that him or
Yeah.
That's him?
Yeah.
That one.
They're both him. Getting a text, Luke Fisher is 91.
Whoa.
Way to go, Chan Man. I was thinking there was a Richards that was a tight end that was in the 90s, but
And then Sonhalter was also 91, right?
Jay Sonhalter.
91 is an eligible.
Okay, I have
receiver number?
the clips ready. Clip.
Well, now we're not really stalling. We're just looking. How about that picture of Jay Sonhalter with the glasses? Looks like Luke Fisher. That is weird.
That is very weird.
That is weird. Well, Jay Sonny Sonhalter also rocking the 91.
Was he a tight end?
Yes, tight end H
All
back.
right, you still does people still have time to put their number in for the raffle?
You have like 3 seconds.
All right, put 91 in.
Well, Kenny has already said 91 to help us out with the number. His guess for the raffle today was Slim 80, though.
There we go.
In honor of Bryce Williams.
Thank you.
All right, let's hear it. Peach Bowl. Fisher will score.
40 left in the ball game. Pass is caught. Fisher will score.
get there wherever he's starting to hum I Believe right now.
Pumped a little life back in him. I think you're right. Good heavens, what a comeback. 1:32 left in the game, and East Carolina trying to make it a 3-point lead.
Legendary voice. Good heavens, what a comeback.
Oh, you got to hold another 10 seconds.
Now listen to the roar.
North Carolina State just a moment ago led by 17 points. I Believe has been their theme all year.
Another thing he did there, veteran broadcaster, let the crowd do the talking too. He called the play, and then it was just crowd noise.
Yeah.
Which is
it tells the story in itself.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of tells the story of that amazing comeback that the Pirates pulled off over 30 years ago. And it was 3 simple words, but yet so legendary.
And also, he called the Conference USA Championship victory here in Greenville, North Carolina, as East Carolina knocked off Case Keenum and Houston, and had the call of the final defensive stop that the Pirates got that day.
Crowd coming to life, trying to help out the home folks here. Pirates trying to be the first team in this conference to win back-to-back Conference USA titles, and right now Houston, down 6, has got 50 seconds left in the ball game. Looking, going to go long for the end zone, and the ball is bounced and intercepted. Eskridge.
And I was there.
I was there.
Yeah, I was up in the press box.
And I don't think I knew that was Ron Franklin on the call. I was at the game, and of course we recorded the game. We would go back home and watch it as a family. Of course, a game like that. But yeah, that was cool. My dad was at the Peach Bowl, and he called that game. We were at the CUSA Championship in 09, so that was pretty cool.
So rest in peace, Ron Franklin, legendary announcer there. All right, Bryce, let's get to our giveaway today. We did the same thing we did last Wednesday. We got a raffle going. So I got my random number sequence here. I've got all our entries: Steve, Jonathan, Kevin, Josh, John, Scott, Corey, Kevin C, Chad, Sim, Susan, Kenny. And I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit it 3 times.
All right.
And Bryce, you read the top number once I hit it the 3rd time. There's 1, there is 2, and then our final shuffle here with the random number generator. Our winner is
let's see, number 97.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Who?
Number 97 means Sim tried to Price Is Right Chad, and he went in the wrong direction, because with the number 82, our winner today is Chad
Moore.
Do you believe in miracles? Chad Moore with his first win since what? November at least? Maybe October? Yeah.
Wow.
Chad is in.
Chad's listening. He might be able to kind of date us back to the last time he won anything.
Chad, if you're listening, call in 317-1250.
Yes, I need some additional information from you, Mr. Chad.
And I want to get you on the air because his Titans, he's a Titans fan, playing this weekend. So, Chad, if you are tuned in, give us a call.
Having a Titans funeral in here?
Ooh.
That wasn't nice.
You're calling the shot already?
That was
I'll call our shot when we make our picks later in the week, I guess.
CJ 6-0 on his wild card picks last
that
week.
means you guys have to listen to me.
He's feeling froggy. And his Steelers. The Steelers
right.
lost.
Anyway, suddenly we're not feeling froggy anymore.
All right, Bryce. Last night, UCF stole one from East Carolina. You could call it a burglary. And I bring that up because B pays, and this made me want to fist fight somebody. Because I wish I'd have thought of it first, but it made me angry. B pays said this was the second time East Carolina went into victory formation against UCF and lost.
Oh
God!
That hits a little close to home.
Don't fight me, Bryce.
Dang.
That's a big dang.
he hit a man when he's down.
He did. And it was the football equivalent of that happening last night, with East Carolina having such a big lead, and you want to use the clock as your friend. So they didn't rush things. They did the opposite of it by letting it bleed down, and we talked about it earlier, not getting good shots. But Bryce, and And man, I hate to even bring this up, but you experienced something like this before.
It was tough.
What is you've got as a player? You are trained to think it's never over till it's over,
right?
But that particular game, that's a Thursday nighter, right, against UCF, senior day. The script was written. Carden hit Hardy for a touchdown, like to come back and win the game, quote unquote. But then it slips away. Like, are you just in disbelief after that happens? Like, what's that feeling like on the field?
It's like you just can't stop the bleeding. And of course, I remember I was on the sideline when they were kind of doing the bleed the clock thing. And I don't know, I guess I was like, oh, yeah, sure, we got this, okay, run this. And then, like, I'm trying to remember, like, all the details, but I remember, like, the first few plays were like, okay, that didn't take much time off the clock there.
So what's your thoughts as that ball's just airborne? And how long did that ball stay in
when
the air?
It was in the air, I was just like, oh,
we got this.
We got this. All right, we'll bat it down. And then when he counted, you're just like...
He just kind of got behind the...
Like your soul just leave your body. You're like, oh, man, that really sucks.
It was...
that was an odd... That was just weird to... Because you're like, oh, we're going to win this. It's all be good. And then, of course, everybody was mad. It just was... It wasn't a good little atmosphere at all. Some people were, like I said, mad. Others were just like, are you kidding me? And I was more the are you kidding me kind of guy.
Like, did this happen?
Because what's the probability of a Hail Mary like that, getting caught? And it happened on us. See, that was definitely a big bummer because it would have been nice because that would have been... that would have put us as conference champs, right?
No, I think that was out of the picture. It would have got you in a better bowl game. You would have gone, 8-4 on the year, or 9-3? 9-3. A 9-win season.
Yeah.
So...
That'd have been cool.
It's just, it goes to show, like, teams, when they take the foot off the gas and start doing... You're not used to doing things like that. You're used to going full 100%. When you switch up and have a lead, you always hear, like, it's tough to play with a lead like that. And
it is weird. Like, you almost do seem like if the team's mindset, even like subconsciously thinks, oh yeah, we got this. You're still playing obviously hard, but it must be like just a kind of a curse thing. Like if you just start to like kind of relax, or at least have the mindset, it does tend to bite you in the butt a little bit.
All right, we do have Chad Moore, our winner today, on the Pirate Radio Live line. What's up, Chad?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Congratulations on your victory. Your 82 is a winner today. This is your first win on Pirate Radio since when, Chad?
I think that actually, like, towards the end of October.
All right.
It's been a while.
Been a while. So, you get in today with your number. You get the shrimp taco. Now, last night we saw how momentum works. It can work for you or against you. Do you think this is the spark you need for a big 2022 here at Pirate Radio?
I think so. I think so because I actually won something else from a different thing yesterday. Those chips they were making from field turf.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I've won a bag of the Titans chips.
Are you going to? Do you have them, or are they going to ship them to you? I guess
they're going to ship them. They said like 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh no! You know it's going to be sad, CJ. He's going to get over his playoff loss, and right about the time he's over it, that bag of Tennessee Titans chips are going to be sent to him. That's going to be tough, Chad.
Oh man!
Or after you win a Super Bowl, those chips come in the mail, and you can deliver them.
Right.
You can enjoy them.
Did I see you win something with Bud Light too? Like not Bud Light with us, but something separate.
Yeah, a koozie that's supposed to be here in like a week.
Chad's a professional contest winner, just not with Pirate Radio.
Goodness gracious!
Yeah.
Retweet something instead of having to call in.
Well, Chad, you got your W today. How do you feel about Titans and Bengals coming up this weekend?
Good. If we can control the ball, if we can run the ball and we control the clock, we're good. If we can keep their offense off the field, because that offense can score, just like that. That offense is scary. But if we can control the clock with King Henry coming back and our other running backs we've got, that I think that we have a really good chance.
Do you like it that, and it's kind of always been this way, you're a bit sensitive, but I think for good reason. We have kind of poo-pooed the Titans over the years, and even though they're the 1 seed,
they are still on the back burner because everybody is paying attention to Bills Chiefs and the winner of that game going to the Super Bowl. So it's not a new role for your team, but do you like being the disrespected team?
Oh yeah, like that keeps that chip on our shoulder, and you can tell the players they like to have that chip on their shoulder, and they're going to play that way. And I guarantee you, before the game, that because right now I think we're favored by like 3.5. Before the game, we'll end up being the underdog. I just have that feeling that something's going to happen, and it's going to change from that 3.5 to where the Bengals are favored.
All right, well, I'll take King Henry and the Titans because Chad's been winning lately. You need to ride the hot hand.
He's got the momentum.
So let's go with the Titans this weekend. CJ, why do you hate the Titans? What do you care?
I don't hate the Titans.
Oh, you're just crapping on Chad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, that's fair. All right, Chad. Well, congratulations, man. Way to get back to your winning ways.
I appreciate it, y'all.
All right.
The King has returned, and Chad Moore has returned.
Loyal
Winner once more.
Loyal Pirate Radio listener has been on a run of bad luck, but gets a win today in a big way here on Pirate Radio. All right, Bryce, Jimmy G, your pick to be your quarterback. I asked you last week.
Oh, yeah.
Let the Cowboys kind of get back in the game with an interception last week, but his team wins, and they move on, and now they go face Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau. Niners, Packers. On the other side in the NFC, it's a team you were a part of, Rams, taking on the Bucks. So how about the QBs left? Brady and Stafford. Stafford hasn't had a ton of playoff success. And then you got Rodgers and Garoppolo. What do you think about those matchups in the NFC?
Pretty excited about them. I did watch the whole, most of it, or dang near all of the Cowboys San Fran game, because it was pretty close and quite interesting. But I think, obviously, for San Fran and Green Bay, that'll be neat to actually watch some of that. Ben Kurtz with Green Bay, though.
Yeah, that's true.
But Garoppolo's a good dude. I don't know much. Aaron Rodgers, that's a tough one. I don't have to choose a winner.
I like how you go by like who you like the most personally.
Yeah.
That's a great way to pick a game. Did you like the Rams organization while you were there?
I did. Coach Fisher's organization.
Oh, yeah.
Him and I he hunted and fished. So him and I had a good relationship, and it was fun to talk to him.
So you taking the Rams over the Bucks then? Brady, Gronk.
I don't know if it was. Yeah,
dang.
You have all the connections.
I know.
Yeah. You have all the playoff.
I know.
Everybody's tugging at your heartstrings here.
I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, it's obviously not the original Rams staff. Obviously, McVay kind of cut that down.
Will you be able to watch the games, or will this be a part of your hunting time?
No, I should be able to watch them if they're evening and things like that. I don't know. I think I might. I wouldn't mind seeing the.
You had to know I was going to bring this up today, Bryce.
I know.
And you put no forethought into it.
I don't know. It's part of me. I know Higbee. I just got to make a guess. I guess, Rams. It'd be cool to see them.
All right.
Rams, and we're going to go. Green Bay.
All right.
I think because of Ben Kurt.
I
Kurt wasn't there, I'd go Jimmy G. So,
and then you got L.A. at Lambeau. That'll be interesting in a really cold game probably next week.
And the Rams is your Clip Brock's team.
I kind of rode them all year long. My team is the Washington football
I was like,
team.
wait a second.
But Rams are kind of my playoff choice. They have a future on them to win, so
they are.
Well, it also it kind of dates back to the offseason.
I wanted Stafford.
You really wanted Stafford in Washington. He goes to L.A. And is having one of if not the best year of his career. So.
And as I was saying with Chad, no disrespect to the Titans, but Chiefs Bills is one of the best divisional round games I can remember in a long time.
Bills.
Definitely going Bills.
Yeah, because Josh Allen. Yeah, I had to work out with him. He was a cool guy, and Chiefs. I mean, they're just tired of seeing it.
And what a potential revenge game this is for the Bills and Stephon Diggs, because last year the Bills were defeated in Arrowhead, and there's a video of Stephon Diggs sitting there watching the celebration and the ceremony for the AFC Championship game. So a potential revenge game for them.
Yeah.
Classic coming up this weekend.
Needed all these times.
We'll have the games for you right here on Pirate Radio. Bryce, did you watch any of the Manning cast the other night?
So, because you did right, say, hey, look, check it out. Someone, I did take the time and watch. I think I only watched until halftime because it was.
Me too.
It was only
because it was a blowout.
Yeah, and it was getting late, and I was like, but it is actually very cool to see how they break down the game as they're talking. As the game's going on. So that was really neat to see that. And then you get the guys coming on. The guest,
the Rock and Larry Fitzgerald,
the Rock and Larry Fitzgerald. So that was cool to, see that. And obviously, that was the first time I've even paid attention to it. So,
that's great because did you hear Peyton Manning drop the S-bomb?
He did cuss the other night.
I feel like I hear that. Was that first half?
Yeah, it was.
I feel like I did.
It was after a touchdown. They came back from break, and they said, and Peyton's going to break this down right here. Eli said that.
I can't hear S.
And then Peyton Manning said, I can't hear bleep. And Eli said, never mind. And they moved on. So,
can you not say that on TV?
I don't really know the rules anymore. I feel like maybe since it's on cable, you can drop one or something. I don't know. You're not supposed to.
Well, guess what? This isn't the first radio this year for the Manning cast because earlier this year you had Eli Manning doing the double bird.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And then you had this flub.
And you had Bryce Williams cussing on Pirate Radio.
I know.
Exactly.
What a year.
What a year.
What a year it's been.
What a year. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. We got to go Pirate Radio Outdoors. How about some snow hunting in the next couple days?
I know. I need to try and figure that out. I was supposed to go tomorrow morning, but I think that's going to get nipped in the bud or just not work out. But hopefully something like Friday, something.
All right.
I'm going to try and do it. Even if it's squirrel hunting.
We'll go
Yeti hunting.
Pirate Radio Outdoors. Also, I have a list from
group animals.
Groups of animals names. So we'll do a quiz. We'll ask all of you if you can. I'll name the group name and you tell me what animal.
Okay, that'll be easier.
Yeah.
I was like, is this multiple choice? Because I'm not going to be able to take it off the top of the head.
We talked about doing this like 3 months ago, so we finally remembered here.
Better late than never.
All right, we'll do that and more for you on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
In studio with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness. What's new, Dr. Jones?
Yes, we just added 6,000 more square feet of gym space where we're now able to offer our athletic movement programs. They're age-specific programs that help you develop speed, power, agility, and strength to give you that athletic edge. So come by and see us at Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness on Arlington Boulevard or check us out online at kptonline.com. That's kptonline.com.
At US Cellular, we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. Right now, you choose any phone and we make it free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
We paid how much for those lessons?
Shh, she's doing great.
Oh yeah, totally. Can you pass me a Pepsi Zero Sugar? Great job, honey! Oh, look at that. That's not the end.
No way. Now it's time for the encore.
You know what? You're right. 5 times? Not enough times.
For everyone who traded in rock concerts for their kids' recitals, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
Here is your ice-cold Pepsi Zero Sugar, sir. Oh, thanks. Wanna watch the game? Ooh, little sports ball on a Sunday afternoon. Don't mind if I do. Hey, did we win? It sounds like we won. It's still the first quarter. I must be lucky. People say that about me. Tough break on that free throw there. Shouldn't be doing that.
Dude, we're watching football. Come on. For everyone who spent the entire game explaining the entire game, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
Pirate Radio.
You know, I think this is a pretty blue-collar, tough, hard-nosed fan base, and that's where our teams are going to be.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Did you miss the show on Pirate Radio? Well, you can listen to all of Pirate Radio's archived local programming by subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or Spotify. Subscribe today by going to the podcast app on your iPhone or Apple device and search for Pirate Radio Audio Archives. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. I just said before we came on I was going to make everybody here play a game. And Shirley said, as long as if it's not Guess the Line, I will participate. Which reminded me that ECU women play.
I'm not guessing it.
And
I'm not going to do it because I don't like to play games I suck at.
Well, bad news. I can't find the line anyway.
Okay, good.
Dang it, because I was going to try to take a shot at it.
What time is that game, Shirley?
6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see it up here. Who do they play?
Temple.
Thank you.
The Lady Owls?
Yes, the Lady Owls.
Who did you say they play?
Who?
Wow.
Who?
Yeah, sorry. I don't see a line, Shirley, so you're in luck. We're not going to play.
Yes!
Okay, but we are going to play. And I'm going to take this as gospel. I'm on yourdictionary.com.
Guess the animal?
This is a list of names for groups of animals.
Oh, boy.
I don't know how this discussion came about, Bryce, because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
But we said, we should look some of these up in the future because they got some weird names. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go Shirley and CJ as a team. What's your team name?
The winners?
Studio A.
Oh.
The winners of Studio A.
All right.
Okay.
And what is y'all's team name?
Fat 80.
Okay, Fat 80. I like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to name the group word, and you tell me what animal fits in. So, for example, if we did a murder, the answer would be
crows.
Correct. Yeah. So that's a little tune-up.
Wow.
A murder of crows.
Okay.
All right. The winners of Studio A, your first one is a parade.
A parade.
A parade.
Are you looking at them?
Do we get multiple choice?
Penguins.
A parade of penguins.
I like it.
Is that your final answer?
It's a total guess.
That's fine.
And you are allowed to deliberate with your teammates. That is incorrect. A parade.
Dang it.
What would you guys like to go with? Dang.
You thinking not insects.
Dang.
Marsupials.
Marsupials?
Wow.
Oh, man.
You went with the word marsupial.
We're in trouble, Shirley.
A parade of
plethora.
A parade of ants.
Well, hey, you know what? We'll give it a shot.
Ants. Could be. Y'all both could be correct. The answer I'm looking for is a parade of elephants.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
those are
right.
similar.
Yeah,
Which you can see
Yeah,
at
parade.
a,
I can see it now.
at a circus, not a parade. I guess there's been elephants at a parade.
Maybe. Circus.
Okay, I will give you a clue on this one. This one is in the bird family. We'll start with you guys this time. This is in the bird family, a cast of blanks. What type of animal in the bird family is a cast of blank?
Cast of.
I mean, I don't know. Let's go something off the wall. What are you thinking? And we'll
Like a maybe doves? No.
No, that's I already know that one.
My favorite part is the deliberation.
We're gonna go flamingos.
Oh,
Okay.
a
Flamingos.
cast of flamingos.
All right. Final answer.
So no dove. Yeah.
Bryce, a group of flamingos is called a stand. I've just learned a second ago. That is incorrect. All right, CJ and Shirley, what do you got?
What was the first thing you said? I like that one.
Oh, ostrich.
Yeah, let's go with ostriches.
How do you say plural? Is it ostriches? Or
I don't know. Actually, that's a good question.
Ostrichi?
How do you? I mean, ostriches, emus.
Because he's asking, that must be wrong.
In this particular cast, I'm looking for Matt Ryan. A cast of falcons.
Dang.
I would. That is such a broad term.
I know. All
in
right.
the bird category.
Maybe
You know how many birds there are?
I tell you what, this might be the worst game show ever.
But the host is doing great.
Guess the Line is the worst game show ever.
I like that game show.
All right, I'm going to start adding more clues.
Okay.
Okay. This one is alliterative, and the group is called a leap. A leap of.
Alliterative. So
a leap.
Let's start with the clue for alliterative.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
An alliterative nickname for you would be Big Bryce or Bad Bryce or Big Bad Bryce or
alliterative.
Baldy Bryce.
Alliterative.
A leap of.
They leap more than
I don't know what they do.
No, you're right. You're right.
because they're off a cliff.
Yeah. Well, jeez.
A leap of suicide divers?
No, a leap of lemurs.
No.
Dang.
This is great, though. Shirley, a group of lemurs is called a conspiracy.
I was just thinking a leap. I was like, lemurs do.
All right.
Am I right? Lemurs jump off of cliffs.
I feel like I've heard this term before, but maybe I'm wrong. A leap of.
Can you ask us what a murder is so we can get that one?
So it's got to be like an adjective along with the animal name. Is that what I'm saying?
No, it's just the same letter. Same letter.
Oh, gotcha.
L.
That's why I said lemurs.
That helps.
Yeah.
This game is going to be first to one.
First one to one wins. Did I mention that?
A leap.
We can we'll give that a shot.
Whispering like I can.
A leap of lizards is incorrect. I'm looking for a leap of leopards.
Oh,
what?
Is that not a thing? Is that in a song or something? A leap of leopards? No.
I don't remember.
That was my high school mascot.
All right.
Leopards.
We'll go like 2 more rounds of this.
Please.
Lord.
There's a clue in the word I'm going to give you. A tower. So this is a tower. A tower is a tall building, a tall structure.
Giraffes?
This is not your. You can deliberate, but it is their question. A tower of.
Oh, we're up.
You're up.
I like giraffes. I like the help from Studio B over there.
I mean, that's the only tall.
Long necks. They're very tall.
Yeah,
they're pretty short.
Animal in the world.
Yeah, like 2 feet tall.
I'll go with Tower of Giraffes.
Show me Tower of Giraffes. Correct.
Yeah.
I am going to punch you. I told you to wait. I told you to wait till I turned the mic off while we deliberate.
Somebody fix this mic button so it goes off the first time we click it.
This is a great thing.
Me and Taylor did the high five, and I pounded.
Yeah, that was ugly, guys. Y'all got to
take away a point for that.
Yeah.
We got one team fighting, one team doing awkward fives, and I'm just loving every minute of it. All right. There's another clue in the hint here. That didn't make sense. Another clue in the word, a hint in the word I'm going to give you. A bloat of.
I know what this is.
Okay, she's got it.
I know it. Hippos.
Show me hippos.
Ding, 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 ding.
I knew it was it. I know. I was like, yep, hippos.
I know that because that was the one that Corey Glore said, and I nearly drove off the road laughing hysterically.
That's probably what started this conversation. Wow. Sorry I asked that. By the way, on this, it says the plural form of hippopotamuses is hippopotami.
Hippopotami.
No, we say hippopotamuses.
I wonder if anybody got that for Christmas this year.
Yeah, a hippopotamus.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
All right, I'm going to go back to you guys and say, well, this one, okay, this has a clue in it as well. What is a group? The group name is a stench of.
Oh, I feel like, I mean,
it gotta be skunk.
I would think.
It gotta be a skunk.
I mean, that's one thing that stinks.
Skunk eye?
Did you just say skunk eye? What is that? Plural of
stench of skunk.
Hey, there's plenty of animals that stink.
Are we up or y'all?
Yeah, y'all are up.
A stench of stink bugs. What do you think?
A stench of.
Overthink it.
What about stench of skunks?
I mean, that sounds pretty good.
All right.
Show me skunk. Ding, 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 ding. That is correct.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to give y'all one more that you can get, and then we're going to go into sudden death overtime. This one is alliterative.
Okay.
A zeal of blank. A zeal of blank.
That's screaming zebras. I mean...
Yeah, I'd have to go with...
I don't know any other animal that starts with a Z.
I'm going to go with zebra.
Show me zebra. That is correct. All right, we're tied. We're heading into overtime.
Sudden death, baby.
All right, first team that says it gets a win.
Got it.
Come on.
Okay.
All right.
So you can just yell them out. This is a cool one. This is a crash.
Wait. Now, does it have to be the first answer, or can we repeatedly guess?
You can repeatedly guess.
Okay.
Starting now. A crash of crabs.
Oh, it's all right.
Keep saying it.
A crash of
frogs.
A crash of rhinos. A crash of rhinos.
Rhinoceros is correct.
Wow.
Oh, my God. I was like, what category? At least you gave me bird last time. You just said a crash. I was thinking.
A crash of rhinos.
A crash of rhinos.
I did crab.
And that is how you play. Name that animal when I give you the group name of said animal.
Where's Corey Glory?
I feel like this is the time where we tell all our listeners this is not how trivia at AJ McMurphy's goes.
Now coming up.
Well, and then again, it kind of is. Teams get mad at each other. There's a lot of fights. The people are yelling at the host.
Just as hard.
It actually is a lot like sports trivia at AJ's.
And it's hard.
Now coming up,
wait. Well, the only thing that's left that, I would compare it to as far as AJ's is when somebody yells out, "Clip, you suck!"
That I hear happens quite a bit.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That
was the only thing that was missing from that.
Yeah. All right. There's still a long list. So good news. We can play this again at some point.
Oh, God.
There's a lot of animals in the world.
That was brutal.
Yeah. So thank y'all for participating. Y'all will all have parting gifts on the way out today. Courtesy of Troy and Jonathan.
No, it's called a one-finger salute on the way out the door.
Let's take a break.
Number one.
When we return, we'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. How about some snow hunting? What I don't know. What can you hunt? When the conditions are like they could be the next few days, what does that mean for Bryce and fellow hunters?
Never know.
We'll talk about that and more when we return after this.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers through the year of COVID. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest-free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2022 Buick Encore GX. Save up to $1,250 off or 1.9% for 72 months. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, ArcPoint Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Get the best of the best for less at Bostic Sugg Furniture. The best name brand furniture at savings up to 15% off store-wide, plus 12 months special financing. Save on the best looks for your home. Save up to 70% off clearance items or get 72 months special financing. Get your best night's sleep on a comfortable new mattress with 72 months special financing. It's better than the rest. It's the best of the best, and it's going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome prices on boats from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in Eastern North Carolina. With Blackwood and Mills Creek in Greenville, Dalton's Cove in Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, these are just a few of the developments featuring BMS Builders homes. They can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or East Carolina football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. BMS Builders. Give them a call at 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Take a look at your stock market report for today. It was another down day. The Dow was down 339 points at 35,028. NASDAQ slipped 166 points at 14,340, and the S&P dropped 44 at 4,532. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, time to drift outside the Pirate Radio studios and go Pirate Radio outdoors with Bryce Williams. Find out what he's been up to on the water or in the woods since we last spoke with him. So before we get to the impending weather, Bryce, and the future, let's look back this week. Anything of note happened to you in the hunting and fishing realm?
I did get the opportunity to get outdoors, which is always great. I was able to go duck hunting twice. Unfortunately, it was not favorable weather for duck hunting.
Why is that?
Because ideally, you want more wind. You want it to be wind. You pretty much want it to be the opposite of fishing. Weather.
Okay.
And I had fishing weather for both times I went. We saw several birds on Thursday, but none of them wanted to land. They were, I guess, had other locations they wanted to play in other than ours. And so I did see a bunch of those. My buddy did shoot a wood duck. And I think we were going to get some shots off, but they were flying high. It's like they knew we were in the water because they would fly right behind us over the trees instead of out in front of the swamp. And I was getting a little, my finger was itching because I was about to be on the sky blasting team, which is pretty much, you just shoot the birds when they're about tree height. You can shoot them if, depending on how, but I don't shoot them any higher than tree height. But
so that's interesting because I just assume you're up in the air aiming and shooting. So what's the ideal spot they're in when you shoot them?
I mean, ideally you want them coming right into the decoys. I mean they could be a foot off the water, just right there, just trying to land. And then that's the most ideal situation. Unfortunately, it hasn't happened to me too many times. I'm normally shooting on the fly, or I resort to sky blasting. I don't do that first
sky blasting.
Don't do that first thing just because ideally you want the best opportunity at a good shot. But when you see a bunch fly over and you're realizing they're not coming in, as soon as you get one that would be in range, you gotta fire your gun.
All right. When does that season end?
The end of this month. So I'm trying to at least get one decent good duck hunt in before obviously the end of the season. And then I'll probably revert back to my fishing and stuff. So.
Now, how fast are they? Are you leading them like a quarterback would, or are they pretty?
Yeah. Well, if they're coming right in, you don't really have to lead them. But I mean, any duck really will haul butt. I mean, they are fast. So you got to lead them quite a bit, especially. I mean, if they're coming straight on, it all depends on where they're coming. Coming straight on, you don't necessarily. Right. You pretty much put it on them. Going away, things like that. But so Thursday was, a good time and nice to be out in the swamp. And then I went on Saturday and I was able to shoot a merganser. That was it was actually, we were sitting there chatting. Sure enough, they come right, from here to Ellerby's office, just whew, and then I threw my gun up and made a good shot of him leaving. It was a far shot, but it was a Drake.
So what is that? What's the word you said?
Merganser.
Merganser?
Yeah, just hooded merganser.
While he's looking that up,
have you shot? Merganser. There it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're cool birds.
That's a cool looking bird.
Yeah.
You shot that, man? That thing's pretty.
They are pretty.
Man.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
But so I'm waiting on to get another good duck hunt in maybe this weekend or something.
Do you eat duck?
Yes.
What do you do with it?
You have your puddle ducks and you have your divers. That would be considered divers. They, fish and stuff, and they taste. You don't really eat them. You're kind of more just a management thing for those. But your puddle ducks, like say a wood duck, for instance, is a puddle duck, and duck is really good. I mean, you literally can, once you cut the breast meat out of them, fry them on a skillet with some butter. I mean, their wood ducks are one of my favorites. I mean, you can see how pretty they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, duck, I really enjoy duck. It's very good.
Have you killed a banded duck this year, and can you explain what a banded duck is?
I unfortunately have not. Like I said, my duck hunting ventures typically have not been just outrageously. I've been able to shoot birds and stuff, but I've not shot a banded bird yet. It's pretty much, when you're, I guess your resource people, do, so like migratory, research and things like that. I guess your biologists, would be people who do it, but they ban these birds. And there's a number on there, and
you got to report it.
Yeah, you can report it. Actually, I think you get money for. Maybe that's fishing, but you get it. You call that number. I've been with a buddy who killed a Canadian goose, and it actually did come from Canada, I think it was. So yeah, it's kind of a cool thing, to shoot something that's been banded. You see where it's been and where it came from and things like that. So It's pretty neat, but hopefully, like I said, I can at least just get me some birds.
It's kind of like finding the golden ticket.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Great analogy. You're trying to find the silver band.
Yeah. If you can shoot something banded, it is really cool.
All right, briefly, we're running out of time here, Bryce, but what about conditions, snowy conditions? Is that better or worse as far as hunting goes?
I think it's a pretty good, like for duck hunt, I think it's pretty good. They, like, for some reason, they like nasty weather. I guess it gets them up, looking for places to land and things like that. But snowy conditions are good. For that, deer season's obviously out of season. But heck, if I don't go duck hunt, I may get as desperate to walk some land and maybe squirrel hunt or something. Shoot a squirrel, eat. But squirrel's good too. So,
how do you prepare that?
You can obviously like debone it, like the meat of the debone it, put it in stews, or just grill it whole and then break it apart. It's good meat. It really is.
Squirrel taco.
You could do it.
Sounds pretty good.
You could do it.
And by good, I mean bad. But Bryce says it's good, so I'll trust him.
So I'll be trying to find somewhere to be in the woods or the water for sure.
All right. Sounds good. Let's take a time out. We'll wrap up Pirate Radio Live when we return on this Wednesday. Back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Hey dads, it's back. Plan to join us for our 6th annual Daddy-Daughter Dance Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs. This event will be a fun night of games, music, photo keepsakes, raffle tickets, and of course, dancing. Best of all, 100% of the proceeds will go to Daughters for Dads, which supports local families affected by cancer. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. Purchase your tickets today by going to eventbrite.com and search for Daughters for Dads. We will see you Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Stephen Igo. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on hoistthecolors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
Domino's week-long carry-out deal means you can carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each every day. That's right, $7.99 each, and every day means any day. But just in case there's any confusion, we've set up a helpful website to confirm if today's a day you can carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each at Domino's. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's week-long carry-out deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes extra large and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Burgers, wings, hand-cut, hand-breaded chicken tenders, fresh salads, and cold beer is the starting lineup at Tiebreakers and has been keeping customers happy for 20 years. Tiebreakers family atmosphere is the perfect place to come watch your favorite team play while enjoying a great lunch or dinner. In a hurry or looking for catering options? Get Tiebreakers to go. That now includes the new curbside pickup by ordering online at tiebreakersnc.com. Tiebreakers in Greenville and now open in Winterville.
This is Marcus Crandall, former ECU Pirate and Grey Cup champion. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
I forget every time, Shirley. Welcome back into Pirate Radio Live, wrapping it up here on a Wednesday. We got through it. This was a difficult show.
It was.
With what happened last night, but we're able to soldier through, and I feel better now than I did 3 hours ago.
I have to agree with you, Clip Rock, and I'm actually ready for Saturday. It'll be a tough test for the Pirates going to Houston.
I'm not ready for that.
But we just got to keep pushing through.
Bryce, thanks for joining us, bud.
Thank y'all for having me.
Have a good rest of your week.
Y'all as well.
And bring back plenty of stories for us coming up next week.
I'll see what I can do.
Shirley, CJ, Chandler, we'll see you fine folks coming up Thursday, 3 o'clock. We'll talk to a couple of former Pirate basketball players back from the late 80s. Reed Lose will join us on the show. And we'll talk about what he's up to, talk some Pirate hoops. And also, Akeem Richmond, the hero from the CIT Championship, will join us on the program Thursday as well. That and a lot more will be on the way Thursday at 3 o'clock. We'll see you then on Pirate Radio Live. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio,